Whispers in the window are angry waves. Way ho the sea of souls. Down to the mists as the ocean slaves. Way ho the sea of souls. Way ho the sea of souls. Way ho the sea of souls. Hoist the sails round the eddies and shoals. Hey ho, it's the sea of souls. Now drop the anchor and grab some grog. Way ho, the sea of souls. We'll make a new entry in the captain's log. Way ho, the sea of souls. Hey ho, the sea of souls. Way ho, the sea of souls. Hoist the sails round the eddies and shoals. Hey ho, it's the sea of souls. Oh, way ho, the sea of souls. Way ho, the sea of souls. Hoist the sails round the eddies and shoals. Hey ho, it's the sea of souls. Hey ho, it's the sea of souls. Sea of souls. Whispers in the window are angry waves. Way ho, the sea of souls. Down to the mists as the ocean slaves. Way ho, the sea of souls. Way ho, the sea of souls. Way ho, the sea of souls. Hoist the sails round the eddies and shoals. Hey ho, it's the sea of souls. Now drop the anchor and grab some grog. Way ho, the sea of souls. We'll make a new entry in the captain's log. Way ho, the sea of souls. Hey ho, the sea of souls. Way ho, the sea of souls. Hoist the sails round the eddies and shoals. Hey ho, it's the sea of souls. Oh, way ho, the sea of souls. Way ho, the sea of souls. Hoist the sails round the eddies and shoals. Hey ho, it's the sea of souls. Hey ho, it's the sea of souls. Sea of souls.
I'm kidding. Facebook technologies and all that stuff down today. I thought, okay, bad me. Rewind them. Ahoy, every peoples, and welcome to the Sea of Souls, a homebrewed live stream Dungeons and Dragons campaign. We are the Elder Brain.
We are the Elder Brain.
Yes, we are the Elder Brain.
Oh, right, we didn't coordinate that.
Yeah, next time.
We are the Elder Brain.
Too many tech issues were flabbergasting. Exactly. Yeah. Hey, watch the copyright, but awesome movie. I am your DM, Lord Pundy, also known as Craig. And we have Mike as Dinar, Ian as Flick, Devin as Tayland, and Jack as Torque, maybe.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Torque Plus.
What?
If you haven't done so yet,
yeah.
Just talk.
please do the follows on the Twitch and the Twitter and the YouTube and the Podbean and all the things. And you can visit our link.tree to find out where to find us and follow. Just don't follow us like creepy, like in person, like down the street or anything. But social media follows, that's cool. Yeah, we want to follow. So if you like what you've seen thus far and our antics and our sea shanties and the goblins and the treasure and all the other things, then please do tell your friends and follow, and let's be a big happy family together. Deal? That's right, you said deal.
That sounds
The
threatening.
pact is sealed.
Is the elder brain power, like, is it working, or we got to work on that? We can't even
We are the
coordinate
elder
ourselves.
brain.
Yeah, we can't even coordinate ourselves yet, let alone like try to like get out to other people, right? So yeah,
This contract has been sealed.
in brain matter.
How you get your present from the birthday skeleton?
The brain behind me. All right, so catching us up to speed on what has transpired, our adventurers, having found themselves in a strange cellar-like compound somewhere beneath Ship Boone, presumably,
A dungeon.
and under assault by Felhammer fanatical dwarves led by one Khuna, found an ensorcelled giant axe possessed by a dwarf by the name of Anfel. Alphen.
Dude, you gave him the name.
Depends
You need to
on,
tell
I know.
me how to pronounce it.
I know. I was just teasing.
Don't workshop this now.
No, by a dwarf by the name of Anfel, who they discovered is the Anfel, founder of the Boone clan.
Oh, yeah.
But having dealt a death blow to Khuna and scaring off a necromancer by the name of Fenick, who apparently is Anfel's brother, Torque suddenly found himself adrift in his own consciousness as the old dwarf had gained control of the turtle. What? Oh, what will happen next? Gentlemen. Oh, and by the way, they also leveled up, but that's not important. So
We're
important to
slightly,
you.
we're
I have a
slightly
fourth level
better at
spell
not
slot.
dying.
we resume as you find yourselves still in the strange temple, cult-like basement surrounded by strange iconography and a very large looming statue of Baphomet, one of the arch demon lords, known to be connected with mazes, which sort of made some sense as you found maze-like patterns here and there as well. Khuna lies dead at your feet. Fenick has disappeared and vanished. And Torque, you are somewhere in your mind and you can kind of sense what's going on beyond you, but you can't pierce through. You can't reach out. It's a fog. It's a haze.
You're now in the sunken place.
Indeed. Anfel, you are in... Well, it's not a dwarf body, that's for sure. In fact, you're not entirely sure what this body is. It's nothing you've ever encountered before. Your wits have started to come back, but this is a very strange feeling for you.
It's a fair bit roomier than what I'm used to. Awful leathery. Not much in the way of a beard either. This is going to take some getting used to.
Like, why is Torque talking so much?
Eh?
You feeling okay, little guy?
Who, me?
Yes. Torque the Toidle. And I sort of tap you on the shell. Hey, remember how we were going to keep her alive so that she could undo what she did to Connor?
Oh, is that what we agreed on?
I mean, that was definitely an idea that was bouncing around, maybe in the heat of the moment and all, but yeah, you done did her in good.
Speaking of which, I loot the body.
Okay.
Sorry, I'm a bit hazy on the details right now. Is Torque this one's name?
What do you mean? This one?
Dinar.
What do you
We
mean?
need
this
magic
one?
assistance.
Yes, Torque is that one's name, and I sort of pull him down so I can get eye to eye with him. And sort of
Ah,
little clap on the cheek. It's like,
your breath smells like garbage.
yeah, and yours smells like seafood. Welcome to the club. You really aren't feeling okay, are you? And so I start looking in the eyes and
Yeah, stop.
kinda like
That's enough of that. I think there's been a bit of a misunderstanding here. I don't know if any of you know me, but I'm Oddfell.
No, Anfel's the axe. You're Torque.
Is that where I was? Well, I will certainly explain a few things.
Yeah.
Are you here to rescue me?
Oh, God.
Ay. We've had this conversation before.
Anytime.
Yes, I think I recall something along those lines, yes. I understand this is probably quite confusing for all of you. I assure you it's quite confusing for me as well. Let's just ride this out until we can figure out a solution to this problem. Until then, I've got some unfinished business to take care of as I heft the axe. Might as well make the best of a bad situation, eh?
Well, now hold on. Torque the
Yeah.
axe.
Yeah?
Torquing the axe.
Not that I'm aware of.
Did
I think he's still up here somewhere. Just,
All right.
he's not the one steering the ship. If you
very still.
Yeah. Like a selfless Flintstone style.
Little percussive
Try it.
maintenance never hurt.
try it, and it'll be the last thing you ever try. Savvy?
Oh, I've heard that before.
So you're telling me the Torque is all right?
He is. He's still up here somewhere. Just not, he's not the one steering the vessel at the moment, if you can.
And how long do you plan to be steering?
Well, I can't exactly say this is something that I signed up for. This is kind of a strange sensation, if I'm being honest. The sooner we can find a solution that makes everyone happy, the better. But for now, I think there are other places we can be having this conversation,
Sure. Do you know how to get out of here?
That's a good question, Do I know how to get out of here?
That's why I asked it.
I asked God.
You don't know where here is. You've never seen
Hmm.
any of this. This is not familiar to you at all.
This might be a bit of a strange question. Does anyone know what year it is?
Probably.
Indubitably, someone knows.
I imagine Dinar would have a pretty good grasp on that.
You would know. The question is, does your DM remember?
Year is 11. It is the year 11.
The year
The year
11.
was 1778. How I wish I was in Sherbrooke now.
Oh, geez. Now I'm gonna.
I'm sorry.
No, that's okay. I have it, and now I'm like, I had it. The thing is, like, if you had asked me the same question yesterday, I would have been like, oh, it's this. But ADHD. That's all I'm gonna say.
There's only so much room in the brain.
There really is. Sometimes it just disappears and you can't do anything about it. I believe it is the year 986, if I remember correctly.
986? 986.
986 post deluge. So this is like since the deluge kind of reset things, it's the year 986. for you, Onfel, you don't remember much. Like, you didn't die per se, but you don't remember anything past the year roughly around like 400 something. You don't exactly remember what year it was back then too. Your mind's a little bit hazy, but seems about a few centuries have passed.
Oh, the year is 976, and I wish I was in Easthold now. Does that answer your question?
You say 976.
86.
86.
Yeah, I know.
Oh,
My Corval's beard. I've got some catching up to do. All right, well.
what is the last year you remember?
It's all a bit hazy. 400 something.
Post deluge?
Aye.
Okay. I'm just trying to understand how ancient you are.
Dinar, it's very impolite to ascertain someone's age through math.
I'm struggling a bit with that myself, honestly. Anyway, no point flapping our gums here about it. Get to looting the body and we'll be on our way, aye?
Yeah, sooner we can get upstairs. See if we can
Maybe
get
she
bottles
has
or something
a
else.
key or something.
While Tayland is looting the body, Dinar's going to check out the statue and see if there's any, like, doors or movement marks or anything.
Okay.
Like
So I will get investigation checks from each of you then. One for the body, one for
Hooray!
the statue.
15.
Okay.
Investigation?
Indeed.
Hey,
Can I just say, Jack has been so good at this that for a second there, I literally had this thought go into my brain of, oh, good, I rolled well. I want to impress the new guy. So kudos to you, Jack. I literally thought you were someone else for a moment there.
It's the hat. It's a whole new me. Yeah.
So it's not even just the character fooling the other characters. It's like the actor, the player, like fooling the. Wow, you just went like meta on that. Boom, awesome. Sorry, what'd you get? What did Dinar get?
Dinar got a 19.
Dinar got a 19, and Taylor got a 15. Okay. There's a couple of things of note on Khuna that you find, Taylor.
All right.
One being a chain necklace
Yoink.
that has 3 separate symbols on it. Each one kind of like a medallion sort of type thing or pendant. So she's wearing 3 of them. 2 of them you recognize. One is that of the Felhammer clan, the upside down hammer. One is a symbol of Baphomet, similar to the one that is kind of on the floor that you see beneath you. The third one is one that you don't necessarily recognize. Give me a religion check, actually, if you don't mind.
Ooh, I am kind of decent at that. 13.
13. Something about the tree. Now you know Marantha's symbol is kind of a golden tree. It features very prominently in Maranthian religion. This tree's a little bit different. It's almost looks like it's kind of half alive and half dead. It's a very crude symbol, but it seems to have some sort of connotation of, could it be balance? Could it be life and death? Could it be, I'm not really sure, but it's not something that you immediately recognize.
Might be worth something. Probably don't want to try to sell this demonic one, though.
The other things that you find on Khuna, you find a rather wicked-looking knife.
Yoink.
A dagger. And again, on the hilt is emblazoned the symbol of Baphomet.
Yeah, we'll just get that fixed at a smith or something.
Okay.
I see him take that.
It feels a lot heavier than you would expect from the size of it, almost as if there's possibly a different metal composition.
That's a knife.
It's balanced, even though it's heavier. It does still have kind of that perfect balance,
as all things should be.
But it really there's a heftiness to it that you wouldn't necessarily expect from a dagger or a dirk of this size. You also find a pouch, and inside the pouch, you find 3 platinum pieces. Each one has been marked with an X, like engraved into them.
Huh. Interesting. Fleck,
Yeah, what's up?
did you come up with a new name for the weird guy in Torque's body?
Did I come up with a new name for the weirdo?
I don't remember his real name, so if I use a nickname, it'll seem less offensive.
I'm just staring at the axe this whole time, turning around in my hands.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
Yeah.
Torque has someone else's marbles in his head right now, so let's just go with marbles.
Hey, yo, marbles.
Eh? Is that
He
me?
answered.
What do you make of these coins here?
All right, we're gonna have a bit of a talk about your nicknames, but I'll take a look.
Take it up with the green and
What do I see?
They are 3 platinum pieces, each marked with an X. Doesn't have any significance that you know of.
Hey. Well, I can't make heads or tails of it.
Why would somebody mark up perfectly good coinage?
You people are from this era. Wouldn't you have a bit more information than me? Hey?
you might think that.
Yeah, we are definitely in the information not having category.
Now,
We're in this basement in the first place, I think.
is platinum a particularly dense metal? Like, is it like an actual like 100% platinum coin, or is it like an alloy? Like, would it be difficult to carve an X into like a platinum coin? A gold coin I could see being easy, but
as far as you understand currency, most of them are not pure metals. There is, they're more of an alloy. I mean, they do contain like significant amount of platinum, but it's not like 100% platinum. They have been worked to a certain extent, so they are more like somewhat of an alloy. Yeah, so it'd be a little bit easier.
Makes them a bit more malleable.
Yeah, it'd be a little bit easier to do that, because typically they are stamped with some sort of insignia or another.
Sure. Does having them marked ruin anything in their currency value?
No, not that you know.
So it's not like when you get a dollar bill from the bank and you try to put it in a vending machine and it doesn't take it.
No. It's like if you draw a happy face like on a dollar bill. I'm just aging myself. There we go. If you draw a happy face on a bill, it doesn't change the value of it. Yeah, so
Spock of 5.
yeah, exactly. I've never done that.
All right. Well, I guess we can't spend these until we figure out what the significance is.
Maybe
I could coin clip them.
Dinar.
Mm-hmm.
In addition to your investigation check, I'd like you to give me either an Arcana or a religion. Your choice. It will yield different results. That's what I'm looking for. I can words.
I'll say, I know I'm not trained in both, but I have decent rolls for both. But I'll go Arcana because that's what I'm trained in. So +7 on an 8, 15.
15. There's something bugging you about this statue. Now, you don't know much in the way of demonology. You haven't extensively studied the various archdemons and archfiends and the like. But something about how this statue was carved and the representation of what's supposed to be Baphomet, at your first initial glance, you're not exactly sure what it is that's throwing you off. You just, when you look at something, you kind of go, something else in your subconscious just kind of recognizes, like that's out of place, or that's not quite, that doesn't make sense. And you can't put your finger on it. And then you kind of reach out with your arcane sense a little bit to try and guide you in this, and it becomes more apparent. There's a duality to this statue. The statue you see, it's here, it's physical, but it's almost like it's overlaid with something else. There's something else occupying the same space, and you can sense enough of it that it's kind of playing games with your vision and playing games with your senses, as parts seem blurry, other parts seem sharper. It's a very strange phenomenon. You're not sure exactly what to make of it, but it's definitely odd.
Gents, are we in a rush to get out of here?
Well,
I'd say so, yeah.
now that we found that room full of booze, no.
Yeah,
I like this one.
Yeah, getting out of this cellar is definitely top of my list.
How would you feel about giving me 10 minutes?
Yeah, you do that. I'm going to see if I can find where the other guy went. Hey, Marbles, why don't you give me a boost up to that balcony?
Yeah. One moment. You there with the ponytail? You said something about there being drinks.
Oh, yes. I actually have a bottle here.
You're shaping up to be my first mate if you're not too careful, eh?
Don't tell me with a good time. Hey, do we have to get Torque back?
I was going to say, Craig, what have you done? Now we've got two of them.
What have I done?
Follow me, lad.
I didn't pick up
this ain't
the
no
axe.
grog or ale. 1 pint down, you'll be swinging in the gale. 5 pints, buddy, you'll be shaking in your shoes. We're half seas over on this jolly rouge. Clinking the glass and downing it.
A toast to newfound friends in unexpected places.
While they're getting drunk, Dinar is going to sit up on the floor and start ritual casting Detect Magic.
Cool, I get drunk. Roll to see if I get drunk. Torque, you are you're seeing all of this. There's almost a bit of a Charlie Brown effect to it, where like you can hear things, but a lot of it is like, oh, what? I don't know. And you're trying to press through this invisible barrier around you. It's a very strange place to find yourself in. But and even as you're like pressing out and you're like trying to think, every now and then for a few moments you just kind of lose track of time. You lose track of self, even, where you're just kind of like, wait, what was? And you remember where you are, and you kind of keep phasing in and out a little bit like that.
I think making no progress on that front, Torque will probably just respond by just withdrawing even further into himself and sort of meditating on this.
Okay. Noted. So Dinar, you're casting
Detect Magic,
which
will take 10 minutes.
Is that a new spell? I don't think you've used that one before.
Yeah, I just picked it up at level 6, guys. I'm so excited.
Oh yeah, cool. guys, Dinar can detect magic now.
Just wait till he gets Identify.
I have it. I just haven't been able to use it. Get set up with it because we bought it literally right before we came here. I've got that. I've got comprehend languages, and I've got 2 new spells that I can't bust out yet because we need a long rest.
All right. Fleck, what you doing during all of this?
I'm waiting for my boost. I want to get up on that balcony to see if I can find if there's a way out up there.
Okay.
So once Anfel has a free hand, once he's done, he can scooch me up there. Like it's not too high up, is it?
Nope. It's probably about 10 feet.
All right. So if he's holding me over his head, I could probably skate up there pretty easily.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm not used to being tall. It's a nice change of pace, really.
Yeah, don't get used to it. That's your time is limited on that ride, right?
Oh, I should hope so, yes. Be nice to have a body that can grow some facial hair again. I feel naked without my beard.
As any true dwarf should. I mean, what dwarf goes beardless? Like, seriously.
I mean, we can
No,
probably
this won't do it all in the long term.
we'll rig something up for you in the meantime. All right, what do I see up here?
Give me an investigation check, please, Flick.
Investigation.
If you would. Kindly.
Investigation is a 5.
Oh, man.
You're not really sure even what you're looking for. Your familiarity with necromancers isn't all that extensive, and the way he kind of just missed it away like that was curious. And you kind of find yourself standing up here being like, clues.
Colonel Mustard with the lead pipe.
Yep.
Just kind of doing those things where you just keep looking like,
So it wasn't smoke bomb and a trap door, huh?
you're like, yeah, I don't even know what to look for. Like, what? There is a door
Hey, there's a door.
up over here.
Yeah, I do not have light. So,
So you do see a door.
all right. Well, hey guys, at least
Somewhere.
there's a door up here. We got somewhere to go. Once D's done, obviously.
Let's say Dinar's too busy muttering his arcane words.
At the conclusion of your ritual, as your arcane senses heighten and become attuned to anything giving off magic around you. Interestingly, the axe that Torque/Anfel is holding is not giving off any magical energy. It now appears to be
Innate.
dormant. Just a big old friggin' axe. There's nothing magical coming off of it, though.
Balance.
The statue.
Quite heavy, actually. It's not very balanced at all.
There is a significant source of illusion magic combined with transmutation and something that you wouldn't expect. Divination magic. All kind of bundled together. It's like the three are overlapping each other, and these three essences, these three patterns of magic are kind of coalescing together and weaving together and overlapping, and you sense one stronger at one point and then the other at another point. They're all present and they're all like playing together, almost as if they're all combined into one spell or effect. And you can just kind of make out the different elements, but they're intended to be combined together. Give me an Arcana check.
Okay. That was almost a 4. So that's going to be good. That's 18 plus 7, 25.
Jeez. Okay. Knowing what you do about magic, it is very difficult to combine effects from different schools of magic into a singular spell or a singular effect. That is powerful magic. It takes an extensive amount of patience and practice and knowledge. This is no minor spell or enchantment, whatever it is. This is something extremely powerful that would have taken a very, very strong spellcaster to create and to put in place.
But I don't get a sense of what it's doing. I just get a sense of the three types.
It's nothing that you recognize. There is a ritualistic component to it that you're familiar with. So whatever this is, it would have taken a very long time to cast, to put in place. Potentially maybe by more than one spellcaster or repetitive spellcasting of this nature. It's meant to obscure what's actually here. And again, you keep looking at the statue and being like, there's just something not right. There's something else about it. And this spell, this effect, whatever it is, just gives off this strong vibe of obscuring and tricking the mind and making you see something other than what. Making you unable to see what is actually here, perhaps. That whoever cast this, they want you to see something else.
Dinar will sit up from his ritual, then walk back over to the statue. And I mean, in my brain, I'm picturing like it's like broiling water, but there's almost like a different kind of color for each of the magic schools that are laced in here.
Yeah, I see that. Yeah,
And a different flavor.
This one's cherry.
Definitely. Yeah.
The snozberries taste like snozberries.
Is the magic effect that I'm seeing tightly wrapped around the statue that I'm seeing, or is it like there's a wall around the statue that I can see?
It's like centered within the statue itself. Like it seems to be, again, it's overlapping, it's overlaying the same space as the statue.
Okay. So all right.
Yeah.
So it's not like there's an aura around it. It's the statue itself is kind of broiling with these magics.
Yeah, more or less.
All right.
What you got, D?
Well, there is a whole bunch of weird magic crap swirling around this statue.
Technical term.
Technical. There's illusion.
I'm rubbing off on him. It's fine.
There's transmutation. There's
magical crap.
there's divination. 3 types of magic that should not be intertwined in such a way. They're obscuring what's actually.
Who says certain
here.
types of magic should be intertwined?
Well, I'll say
In some places, I'm considered blasphemous.
Well, most places.
I'm afraid I'm with the shiny one on this one. This is definitely something that should not exist.
My point is, it's obscuring what's actually here. This is an illusion and some sort of shapeshift, but also divine in a sense.
Well, I can think of one way to deal with this problem. As I heft the axe.
Then I was going to take 3 steps back.
Right, stand back, everyone. This has been a long time coming.
Before he destroys that statue, just one quick question. Do the priories, or at least a very specific priory of Marentha, had any specific teachings on demon lords and demons and fiends and things like that?
Oh, I'm sure there's some readings to be found. Yes. Would you like
Could
to
I
give me...
make a religion check to see if I know anything about such rituals that I might have?
Certainly.
might have maybe looked at some point out of sheer curiosity. Probably not. No. I think with a 7, I'm probably aware of them, but don't know any details.
Yeah, you.
I was in the restricted section. I got caught once. The thrashing was so bad, I decided I didn't need to know about it.
The basic histories of the abyss and you kind of skipped over a lot of the stuff. You're like, oh, whatever, who cares? It doesn't get me any closer to my goal. So
Pretty much, yeah.
it was like that boring part of history. Where you're just like, I don't care about the Napoleonic Wars already. Come on.
For me, it was the point between the Middle Ages and the Renaissance. At one point, I was like, there are 3 popes. What?
Yeah, right. Anyway, real history sucks. So let's get to
All right, go ahead.
Something.
Pretend history.
Destroy the statue. Then I got nothing to stop you with.
All right, stand back, you lot. I've just had my first drink in over 500 years, so I might be a little rusty. And I will. I don't have the axe in my weapon macros yet. Should I just use my maul, or do I still have to make the strength check in order?
You do need to make a strength check. Yes, it is still very heavy.
Gotcha.
Yeah, it's still the same size, right?
Yeah. Yes.
Oh! Let's get away! Let's get away from me!
Yeah, you go. You go less than it. Like the weight surprises you because you're thinking, oh, I got this big like hulking body. Like this axe is no, that's still big.
Might be a bit tipsy. This one needs to work on his tolerance a little bit.
Here, Anfel, before you.
But we can help with that, can't we?
But before you do that, hang on. Put the axe down for a second. Just put it down. Take your hands off.
Why?
You put it down?
Depends on what you have planned.
I'm gonna make you bigger, but I don't want to make the axe bigger.
Oh. You can do that.
I can. So if you let go of the axe, I can make you
Kind
bigger.
of his signature move.
And then you much stronger.
All right. I'm starting to like you too, Shiny.
Okay, left that up you.
Dinar will get a little illusory image of of Torque in his or of Anfel in his hands and make him bigger. Since I'm hoping we're going to be taking a snooze soon.
Torque becomes large. It's like, when Mario eats the mushroom. Bloop, 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 bloop.
I think we make that joke every time. Yeah.
Of course we do, because we have to, because we're nerds. Deal with it.
Expand.
Now it's more, that's definitely more of like it's still big. And in your newfound size, you kind of holding your like, this is for a huge creature. Like this is literally giant sized, but you can manage it a bit better. So no strength check needed here.
Okay. Going to attack.
Like when I say giant axe, I literally mean giant axe. Like
I don't know why, but something in the back of my head is telling me to attack with this thing as recklessly as possible. So you lot might want to take a step back, right? Savvy?
Yeah, we know what that's all about.
Yep.
Be done. Just watch the follow through.
That's a 20 to hit. Ignore the rage damage because I'm not raging, but 12 slashing damage. Unless what's the do I still what do I roll now that this is a mundane axe?
That'll be fine for these purposes.
Okay.
Seeing as you slam into the statue and with a reverberating thunderous crack. Give me a strength save, please.
You get advantage.
Oh, all right.
Advantage.
What's that?
You get advantage.
Oh, because I'm big?
Yep.
You come with the axe.
19.
And you hit this thing. And there's just like a reverberation as it hits and just bounces off. And you feel like you're about to get thrown back, but because of your increase in size, you're just like, Nope.
Yeah.
Flick, being as close as you are,
Oh, no.
I'm gonna give me an investigation.
Oh.
Sir, a perception check on this with advantage because of your
Perception with advantage. Sure thing.
yeah, you're always watching this is gonna play into this, I think.
How's a 20 work?
Hey.
You've got an advantage point where you're standing up here and you watch as the axe hits the statue, but doesn't hit the statue. It hits something, but it wasn't the statue. It's where the statue was, but that point of contact was just a little bit off. In fact, the axe actually went further in
Yep.
than it should and hit something else and bounced off. It was nope.
All right, hold up, marbles. I got this. I'm gonna scamper down. Actually, going to. Is there a railing here?
There is, yeah. You can kind of like a 2-foot railing. You can kind of flip over.
I was going to secure a rope so we have an easy way back up, and then I'll sort of slide down.
Oh, I mean, yeah, you can totally do that too.
You got big buggy eyes for a goblin.
I know they're gorgeous, ain't they?
I think I'm going to call you Buggy.
I mean, no one's stopping you. I'm going to just sort of feel in the statue and just sort of see if the features match the texture, if you follow.
It's so close that without that moment of seeing the disconnect, like where the axe should have hit and then going in, that even as you're feeling like your senses are telling you, like by your hands, like, yeah, this is right. But that little bit of extra knowledge tells you this is really friggin' good magic, but there's something different. There's something different here. Like it's
close, but it's not quite right on. I'm going to start looking to see if there's an opening, a door, a hatch, a secret little cubby.
Absolutely.
Belly button. You know what?
You can give me an investigation check on this.
Investigation is not my strong.
If anybody wants to help, they can.
I guess with all of this revelation, Dinar,
I would say Dinar can help you in this. I'd allow because Dinar, you've already kind of done an investigation with your knowledge of it.
Yeah.
So I'd say the two of you together, yeah, would make sense on this one.
So are we each rolling?
You can either each roll or one can help the other. I'm fine with either.
No, your investigation's way better than mine, so why don't you roll with advantage?
I'll roll with advantage.
Investigate.
All right. I got a 19 and a 15, so I'll go with the 19 plus my 4.
You don't want to go to 15? You sure? You want to go the higher one?
I want to go with the higher one, please, Craig. Please.
Okay.
Please.
Okay.
So
all right.
23 is my total after taxes.
Okay. So with a 23, putting all the knowledge that you have together about magic, Flick's observation, everything you can put into this, you're looking at it with every one of your senses, 7th sense, even forget the 6th sense. You're going beyond that. You're like as many senses as possible here. There's 2 things that you pick up on. First is that there is something below the statue that is kind of illusion, like it's hidden. There's illusion covering. There's some sort of cavity, a space beneath the statue that's being hidden from sight, and you notice that just as kind of looking around the bottom, and again that shifting, that glimmer, where the 2 overlapping images kind of quickly, play with each other, and you catch like the glimpse of just like a hole, a pocket underneath there. And you're like, oh, there's something. There's a space. The other thing that you realize is that as you are investigating this statue, the purpose of that divination magic becomes apparently very, very clear to you as you swear you feel something investigating you back. Or perhaps someone.
Is this one gonna slap you too?
Know how they say the pineapple eats you back?
No.
Oh. Well, it does. There's enzymes in there. So, anyways.
Is that an actual saying?
Yeah.
I've never ever heard that.
There's enzymes in pineapple. So when you
Yeah,
eat
it actually tries to digest you back. That's why it's so tangy.
Yeah. It's not tangy. It's burning. It's
Eats
burning
you back.
Yeah.
Well, there's a
Never heard
monster
that?
idea.
Oh my
Okay.
goodness. All right.
Dire pineapple. Let me write that
No!
down.
What have I done?
Hey, Buggy. Did you see what's up with the statue?
D's got something going on. What's on your side? I ain't got nothing over here.
Do we need to douse it in water?
I know.
I don't think water's going to do anything for us.
Do you want me to hit it again?
No, maybe try push or pull or slide.
Well,
It sounds less fun, but if you think it'll work, I'll give it a shot.
before you do that, I think we might want to try talking to it.
I've got nothing to say to anything that looks like this. Savvy?
Okay. I could do the talking. Flick could do the talking.
I mean, I'm pretty much on board with Marbles there. It's an ugly mug, and I don't appreciate its followers trying to kick my teeth
Marbles.
in. So,
I can't say I'm too fond of it either.
and I bite my thumb at you. You know, that's about all I got to say to that.
Ow.
Oh yeah, pointy teeth.
Yeah, goblin teeth. Pierce the skin. Oh,
As
dang it.
Anfel and Flick are talking like that, Dinar's going to whip out his copper wire and wrap it around his fingers and point towards the statue.
Okay.
I sense you're watching us. Are you sentient? Are you able to communicate?
There's a long pause, a silence. And then, though it was only briefly that you heard it, a familiar voice.
Familiar voice.
Well, aren't you the clever little mortals? You keep peering into my business. Some things are better left unseen. This mystery is not for you yet. The way out is beneath me. Though you might not like what you find on the other side. We'll see you soon.
Above game, only Dinar heard that,
I was
right?
going to say, did everybody hear that or was it just me?
Just the Gnar.
And I mean, this guy could stand to work out every once in a while. Look at the belly on this thing. Am I right? What do you think, Marbles?
The voice, Dinar,
Mm-hmm.
is the exact same one that said, hello, when you scried upon
Yeah.
the very center of the bottom of Sea of Souls. One and the same.
So either Baphomet is at the bottom of the ocean, or this ain't Baphomet.
Who else was in the room with Dinar when we did that scry? Was it Flick?
Yep.
Dinar's going to get Flick's attention. Just make eyes with him. Flick, you remember when we were in Joran's tower?
Hard to forget.
When it blew up?
Yeah, when you tickled that god, right? And it sneezed back at us.
Go back on.
That's one way of putting it.
That's one. They definitely one way of putting it.
Dinar's gonna bite his tongue a little bit at that comment, given the threat that was just offered.
Pointy teeth, careful.
Yeah.
I can tell you about that.
Yeah, that one. I'm fairly certain it just spoke to me from inside this statue.
You been getting into my stores again?
Well, that's good news because, hey, at least the lights are still on. So, progress.
Well, it said the exit or the way out is beneath this statue, but we might not like what we find on the other side.
Well, then what's behind the door up there that Flick found?
That's my first question. Before we follow this voice from the deep.
If what's down there is more lily-livered, demon-worshipping followers of my brother, I say we go sort them out.
Well, it's a good thing you're with us, because if you were Torque, you'd already be down there ready to kill a god.
Oh, aye. I'm starting to like this Torque more and more.
Speaking of Torque. Torque,
Yeah.
You said you were going into a meditative state as much as possible.
Yes.
Give me a religion check, please.
Religion. Oof. 13.
That's enough.
Hey.
Unable to really sense what's going on the outside, you turn inward. And uncertain whether or not whatever state you're in is one that can commune with your goddess Khuna. You nonetheless try to find that connection, try to just concentrate in whatever way you can and quiet the distractions, the anger, the uncomfortableness of not being in control of your body. And as you find that calm, it's very, very quiet, but you do hear that familiar voice, that comforting voice.
Talk. My champion.
I am here.
Be at peace. The one who shares your form is no threat to you.
I don't understand, but if this is what you will of me, so be it. I will ride this out for as long as it takes.
This is neither of my will or against it. It simply is what is. Not all things are in the hands of even the gods. Some things are beyond us. Rest. You will need your strength very soon, as will your friends.
I will. Thank you, my lady.
I have use of you yet, Torque.
I am your instrument.
You feel a calm, like the comforting pressure of water, familiarity of that depth kind of associated with this Khuna just kind of pressing in on you from all sides. And for some that would be uncomfortable, but for you, one who breathes water, one who worships the goddess of the deep, it's like a warm hug, like a weighted blanket, just giving you that pressure, giving you that sense of centeredness and focus. Anfel, you feel an involuntary twitch for a second, and it's just kind of like what? And you feel like you just got dunked in water for some reason. You're not really sure why.
This one's not much for sharing, I take it. Well, not to worry. If you can hear me, I'll be giving your body back as soon as I'm done with it. Now, onwards and downwards, I suppose.
Should we not investigate the door up there?
Well, he said the exit's down there.
Yeah, maybe there's more booze in there.
Fancy loot. Come on, man. All we got was our butts kicked down here. I want some souvenirs.
You both make very compelling points.
That's the other part of it too, is that Flick and I are certainly worse for wear at the moment. We don't know what's going to be beyond
Oh, actually,
this.
I mean, I could help you out with that if you don't mind me burning through the last spells I have.
Or we could just short rest and spend some hit dice.
Well, why don't we figure out what's behind the door first?
Is your Denara's ear and large still up, or would it be down by this point?
It's probably down by now. Let's see. How
Is it a
long
minute or an
last.
hour? Is it a day?
Up to 1 minute.
So yeah, it's gone. I was gonna say. And the axe, like, whoop.
Yeah, let's go back up my handy rope that I just put here and see what's behind door number 1.
Okay.
Torque is able to pull himself up this rope, yeah? I mean, Onfel is able to pull Torque up this rope.
You could probably just like stretch and like jump a little bit and like grab the railing, like like one-handed pull up, like.
As long as the rope holds, then I'm good.
I seem to recall getting a face full of something opening a door down here. So I'm going to inspect first, see if this one's booby trapped.
Certainly. Give me an investigation check, please.
Kerblam, 20.
Hey.
You hear a familiar creaking of metal on the other side of this door.
Okay, all right. That's making sense now. This is the other exit that we couldn't get to from the axe room, where you used to live, Marbles.
That would explain why I have this foreboding feeling that I don't want to be in there.
Yeah, that would definitely make sense.
Oh,
all right.
We went down.
Buggy, what say we
here, right?
What say we go look under that statue now, eh?
Yeah, like I said, push, pull, slide. Let's see if we can get that baby moving.
Onfel had a feeling about it, but didn't want to axe.
Beauty before brains.
I guess I'll try to shove it to the side.
Towards the balcony.
Yeah, shove it to the west. All right, let's see what this body can do.
Straight up.
Just strength, not athletics or anything?
Hey, you can give me athletics.
Okay.
I'm trained in it, so.
I'm not trying to panhandle or anything. Just want to.
No. You do have training in it, so. I mean, theoretically. Torque does. Onfel, on the other hand, isn't.
I mean,
he's kind of underestimating his body a little bit.
It takes a lot of training to turn a 4 into an 11.
I feel like I was stronger when I was swinging the axe. How do I do that? How do I turn that on again?
Yeah,
Torque usually goes into some kind of cold fury.
Hang on, let me try. No,
I have an idea.
Nothing.
No, you look a little constipated, but
I'm going to pull a feather out from my waist jacket.
Is it a magic feather?
Yes, I'm just going to poof a parrot into being.
Oh, that feather.
Whisper into its ear a little bit.
Poof a parrot.
And send it off to begin to rustle itself all around and inside the shell to cause a tickling sensation and irritation.
I don't like this.
Good. Use that.
And I guess Anvil will rage.
That's what unlocks.
I don't like it either. Unfell my rage.
Can I take this thing off? Is that possible? Is that something I can do?
No.
Nah.
All right, I will rage, which will give me advantage on this.
What do you think, Flick?
Oh
my gosh.
Wow.
Oh. It's funny how well
I'm
this
distracted
fits
by
the
the bird
story.
now. I'm like, can you get it out now?
But don't you love when like the dice rolls just fit the story
All right.
so perfectly?
Come on, Willie. Come get a cracker.
All right, gents. Why don't we all try to give a little hand here, since Onfell seems to be having a hard time in Torque's body.
With what muscles?
I mean, nothing up here. I will lash out with the whip, wrap it around the neck, and also lean backwards to.
Cool.
Hey,
Did
come
not-
on then, you two.
Dinar, while this is going on,
Hey.
give me either just a straight intelligence or straight wisdom. For
There's
you,
like-
probably intelligence is higher. So just give me a brain check.
There's like some.
You two get over here and push
Brain
two.
check.
If I just
Part of
point
the
at it
ship,
and say,
part of the crew.
"Move." All right, intelligence check.
Yeah, and just so proficiency on top of just yeah.
That's a 20.
Give me your smarts.
That's a natural 20 plus my 4 of intelligence plus my 3 of. Where's my?
Okay,
where's
yeah,
my
so
proficiency?
billion.
Proficiency
Awesome.
3. So 27.
Perfect. So with a billion, you're watching this and you're just like, you kind of look back down and you're like, I know where I saw that pocket. And you're just like, why don't we just like reach where I saw that gap, like that pocket? There's an illusion here. Why don't I just?
Dinar will sheepishly reach his big mitt in there if it'll fit.
It's like when you find that gap, and the transmutation makes sense as the space around your hand starts to just almost like make way for you to kind of fit in there, and you're like, yeah, pushing a giant statue like this wouldn't make much sense. There's all the magic and everything that's involved in it. So what you want to do with that information, I'll leave up to you.
So what you're saying is that if we just walk into the statue, we'll just walk through the statue.
No, it's where that gap was, like where you saw that pocket. You
Yeah.
kind of have to it's almost like prying open. There's a magical effect there where like you can kind of get yourself in, and like the transmutation opens that way for you to get into that little cavity. It's crazy illusion, transmutation, magic combined into something that blows your mind and doesn't make sense and breaks the laws of physics and reality, but magic. So
Wow,
shut up.
that's magic for you.
So,
All
D,
right.
Magic
you
and
found a
fantasy.
magic-
So shut up and deal with it.
D, you found a magic sphincter under the statue. Is that what you're telling me? And we all got to climb through the magic sphincter to get out of here.
Oh, Flick.
I mean,
All right. let's
Well,
do it.
now, here I thought we weren't going to be having a good time in this dungeon.
Words that you hear in Dungeons and Dragons. Magic sphincter.
If only I had an alchemist jug and we could get mayonnaise in there.
No.
I'm not sure I like where this is going.
Would you like another drink?
These are interesting
Please.
folk on Fel. You're like, strange.
Quite an unusual crew, you lot, but
We're a motley crew.
Yeah. Well,
I can
normally
see
the
that.
little guy takes point, but seeing as Marbles is driving right now, I will go up front and see what's going on.
Dinar will kind of hold the opening for Flick.
Thank you, sir. And I will scooch through.
Is there light beyond the
No.
gap? No. So Dinar will also blast up his inner light.
We've got a fast clipper ship. We're a bully good crew. And an old salt dragon for a captain, too.
Not a salt dragon.
Ooh,
So you're the
salt
captain
dragon.
then.
Hold on. Dire, pineapple, salt dragon.
Oh, salt dragon would be rough. Just let your skin just flaying off from salt breath.
I'm the captain as
That
far as I
stings.
was the only one that had experience.
Is it just kind of like a sandblaster?
Yeah, pretty much. Very salty personality too. Just
I
always.
can
He's captain by default on account of the fact that he's a war hero.
No. No. I'm not a hero. I'm a part of the Gungrim Navy.
A war champion.
Ah, a military man. I can respect that.
coming down here.
Yes.
Exceedingly well decorated. Many a campaign, many successes.
I think Buggy's calling our name. Captain, after you.
It's kind of dark in here.
Dinar will climb in the hole next.
Okay.
Brains before beauty.
So as you all make your way into the statue's magical sphincter.
The devil's anus, if you will. Wait, can we say that on Twitch?
Baphomet's butthole. I think we can say
I feel like we
that.
definitely can't say it that way.
And we're done. We get canceled. Oh crap.
Yeah.
Good enough
Yes,
for Marvel,
okay.
it's good enough for us.
That's right. You make your way into this dark pocket. Dinar, you instinctively understand as you climb down in here that this is some sort of extra dimensional space.
Oh.
That this is a dimension within a dimension, a pocket dimension, as it were. And it's formless and featureless. It's just kind of almost like a void. You're standing on something, but everything's just kind of black around you, and your light kind of casts out, goes out about like 15 feet or so, and then just kind of hits some sort of barrier. And as you're kind of standing in there, it's like, what do we do now? You're all just kind of waiting. And it happens so suddenly. You're not expecting it. All of a sudden, you just kind of shift. Almost like a curtain falls, and the blackness just kind of fades away. And you're standing in a stairwell, gazing out into what appears to be Boone Manor. But something is very, very wrong.
Probably a coup d'etat.
It's nighttime. You know that much.
Well, we did spend some time down there.
You can smell the embers and the smoke. You hear the creak of stone and collapsing wood. Occasional clash. Fighting still happening somewhere nearby. And you quickly come to realize you have no idea how much time has passed. It doesn't quite line up with what time you would expect it to be. You know, where you've kind of bamfed out of this pocket space. Even as you kind of stand there looking and trying to make sense of your surroundings, you see the fallen body of a Boone dwarf just beyond the doorway. And stepping up from behind it, a rather ragged-looking dwarf, which you now understand to be allied with Khuna, the Felhammers.
Bang!
You found yourself in the middle of what appeared to be a coup.
A coup d'etat!
And as that dwarf kind of steps forward and goes, "You
Hello again.
You.
Goodbye
You're
again.
one of my brothers, I take it.
And we're gonna roll initiative.
I'm
Time
gonna
to
roll
use
with
our
advantage.
Hey.
Skills, our new skizzles.
including having advantage on
What new
initiative rolls.
skills? We haven't had a chance to rest yet. We
So
did
yeah,
short rest, right?
Some of us have skills.
so our hit point total is higher.
I will say that if you guys wanted to, if you want to retcon, you had a short rest in that time where you're investigating and like
Oh, sure,
add
sure.
an hour to that.
Yes, absolutely.
Please.
Sure.
Hey, if
I'm
we're doing
almost
that,
dead.
Song of Rest.
Ooh.
You
I'm
can add an
spending
additional
dice.
D6 to your hit dice.
Hey.
All right. So this plus 1d6 will be.
Craig, so as not to kill the flow of the game, would this be a good time to take a break while we resolve our short resting before this fight?
Yeah, we can do that. That sounds like a plan. So we will take a short break, and we will be right back to commence the battle, or whatever this is going to be. We are back.
Back to these messages.
Don't go anywhere. Welcome back. We will jump right into the thick of things as we find ourselves in battle with a Boone, nay, a Felhammer dwarf.
Just one
For now.
so far.
Metis is what? Dinar and Flick, I'm assuming that your dexterity is better than Dinar's. I'm just
Yes.
on a hunch here.
So mine.
So-
He does get hit a lot.
Look at those rolls though.
I know.
Yeah, I know. We did really well.
Dang, 23, 23.
Jesus.
Like, man, okay. Flick.
All right. I can see kind of where he is.
You can see, yeah, he's like there's like a door kind of hiding.
Yeah, I can see his name. So I know where he is. So
Yeah, he's kind of, if I pull him out of grid there, you
Yeah.
can see him poking his beard out of there. Like,
I go, 1, 2. So gonna get up close and personal with this cat
hey.
so that I can hit him with a booming blade with my action. Like so. Does a 15 hit?
15 does hit. Indeed.
Hooray.
Yes, it does.
Nice. He can enjoy 10 slashing and 7 thunder. 17 in total.
Ooh.
Then, as a bonus action, I will whip him again with a dirty 20
Yeah.
for another 10 damage.
Whip it good.
I mean,
When a
well,
problem comes along, you
blam.
must whip it.
Right on.
Now we are keeping initiative because you hear the sounds of battle still around you, and so technically you are in combat, as are others nearby. So,
Okay, so I can see sort of collapsed rubble there. Is that passable or no?
so gazing into the hallway beyond, it appears that the upper floor and part of the ceiling has indeed fallen and blocked off this tunnel. And you can kind of see like pinpoints through it, but it doesn't look like the terrain is passable at this point. And there are also embers smoldering,
All right.
fire kind
Okay,
of
I'll use
smoke
my
coming off of it.
remainder of my movement to go this way.
Can you guys see that? Can you see the ember effects? Are they
Yep.
showing up? Yeah.
I can, yeah. I was actually a bit worried at first because I thought that my monitor was doing something weird.
They do kind of look like dead pixels. They're that size.
Nice.
All right. Hey, fellas, that way's blocked, but I see an open door down here.
Sounds good.
And a closed door? What is that at the very end there? I see a blood splatter and a door.
There's another
I
door
can't
down
really
there.
see
Yeah.
much of anything right now.
And then an open doorway here. Yep.
Yar.
But
All
other
right.
than that, I'm done.
Donar,
All right.
Mr. Nordixius.
That's right. That's me. Dinar is going to go 5,
Yes.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, and 30. Except he doesn't see anybody there, so he's going to stop here when he sees that dwarf. And he is going to, since his 4th level spell is not prepared, he's going to cast Magic Missile at a 4th level. So as he's moving down the hallway, he spots the dwarf, blasts out his fingers, and fires 6 magic missiles
Wow, the 6 ships.
at the dwarf. That what? Oh, 2 1s. Oh,
6 ships for the 6 seas.
okay. Well, I got 2 4s and 2 1s. So 2 4s is 8 plus 2 is 10 plus another 3 is 13 plus 1 more roll. Another 2, so 15 plus 6 for 21 magic missile force damage.
Blam!
That dwarf, and then as he's sees the dwarf go down, Dinar will move one more space to get eyes on the rest of that room.
To be fair, both of you, these dwarves, had suffered previous wounds as they've been engaged in battle, and you kind of realize that now that you're kind of jumping into the middle of a fight. So, good stuff.
Hey.
Hey.
From here, Dinar can't exactly see the left side of the room, but Dinar will show back up the hall. I think this room's cleared. Let's check the door.
Monsieur Talon.
Right. Let's get on in there and take a look. See. Oh, nice work, Flick.
Yeah. Some new tricks I'm trying out. That was war magic, the courtesy of that.
Nothing going on in there. Go up here to kind of front line with Dinar just to make sure he's okay. Since there's nothing to attack, I see there's a dwarf corpse in this hall here. And I also noticed that there's still food and drink on the hall table.
There is. It doesn't look fresh. It looks like it has been. Perhaps there was a meal in process and was interrupted or abandoned.
Well, luckily, wine only gets better with age.
You would like to investigate the table?
I might as well.
You may investigate the table.
I shall dash down immediately.
Let me see if I have a table for that.
Table for the table.
For the table.
Also, while I'm at it, I'll see if there's anything on this guy.
Sure.
General searching of the room.
Sure.
Also, is there a door on the other side?
There does appear to be a door behind him and a door over to this side here as well. Yes.
Interesting.
Yeah. So, investigation, please.
Can do.
If you would.
Investigation.
Indeed.
5.
There is some spilled drink all over the ground and the table, and there's some broken bottles. And a quick look around, you don't find anything salvageable. And the dwarf doesn't seem to have anything of important or interest on him.
All right. I'll back up a little bit back towards the door, and we'll hold it there for now.
Okay. With your passive senses, you do hear the sounds of combat coming from beyond that door.
Interesting.
The door right across the other end side of the room, yeah.
Good to know.
Okay. You're familiar?
Flies in next to me.
Cool.
And that'll be it.
Takes a poop in the ground or something, probably.
No. Eats a cracker.
There you go. Torque / Anshel.
Okay. 5, 10,
Torque fell.
15, 20, 25, 30, 35. Oh. Looks like my brother's been making quite a mess. 40. That room's a dead end, yeah?
There is a door here.
I'm going to dash as my action. And I think at this point, Anfel is just going to shoulder the door open if he can.
Cool. Give me a
Dramatically.
strength check, if you please.
Okay, strength, you say.
Because this, yeah, you're not actively like, oh, you're just kind of like, as per your movement, you kind of barreling into it.
Okay.
So it's kind of using the mass of your weight.
My roll 20 is taking a very lengthy time to load my character sheet for some reason. So I'm just to avoid slowing things down, I'm just gonna roll it in D&D Beyond.
Okay.
That was a nat 1.
Oof.
We're still getting used to this body.
It doesn't hurt, but the door also doesn't open. And you look down at it and you're like, freaking hinges on this side. It's a pull.
I will. Forgive me, gents. I'm still getting used to this body.
You want to get that excuse one more time.
As my object interaction, I will open the door. Okay, so
you find a kitchen beyond that is in shambles, burning piles of rubble. Appears to be tables kind of built up around a door here that almost looks like it was created as some sort of hasty barricade. There is spoiled food. Through the window here, you can just kind of make out that there's this door appears to have been blocked. You can kind of make out some crates and even some carriages and stuff that have kind of all been kind of piled together and banded in place there to kind of block this spot off a bit. Through this gap in the door on this side, you can make out what appears to be a library. You can just kind of see through again. It almost looks like bookcases have kind of been blocked in front of the door here. You can just kind of see through some of the cracks and see that there's a lot of wreckage. This has been a pretty bloody, brutal fight.
Not much else I can do this round, so this will be end of turn for me.
Okay. So, Anfel, as you are kind of investigating the kitchen, taking a look and around, perhaps drawn by the sound of the slamming the door, pulling it open, something else. The door at the far end of the kitchen swings open, and you see another dwarf.
Hey.
Who kind of looks in and goes, "You."
Me.
"You killed her."
I did. Or someone did, using this body. Now why don't you tell me what you're doing in my house?
Ignoring that, he's going to rush at you with 2 hand axes. 12 ain't going to hit.
Oh, it definitely does not.
And a 7 is even worse.
They just bounce off my shell.
Yeah, you just kind of like turn and like, cool.
I could get used to this.
He just kind of snarls at you. And you hear him yell out in a language that you don't understand.
So not Dwarven.
It is not Dwarven. Something much fouler sounding.
Oh, aye. Go ahead and call your friends. I could use some practice with these new arms.
Flick.
Well, let's see. It's not letting me through the door.
No.
There we go.
My cookie's falling apart. It's depressing.
Oh, shoot. That was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 gets me in the room, not quite close enough to attack. Well, that guy's not going to last long. What do I want to do? I think I will just I'll ready an attack with my whip if someone actually gets within swinging range. I don't think anyone's getting by Torque easily.
Okay.
Yeah, that's it.
Okay. Dinar.
Okay, so there are doors in that that dining room?
There are more doors. And one can simply walk to them.
It's maybe not smart to split.
I like the response, Devin.
Oh, guys, Mordor memes are so last season. It's all about Vigo breaking his toe, kicking that helmet now. That's the new that's the new hotness.
You can hear in that primal like yell of his, right? That's a real pain yell. That's like
He got so in character.
So did his toe.
5, 10.
Oh, it was a character act, let me tell you.
15. Get in the room. 20.
You get in the room.
Who is this person that I see down at the bottom here? Assuming I can see that far.
You see a Boone dwarf. Slumped up against the wall, kind of breathing heavily, and like kind of pointing, hanging on to life.
Oh. That was 20 to there. 25. 30. I probably can't stand there. Ah! Alright. Well, there's a dwarf in our way. So, once here, Dinar is going to... Let's see, does this have at higher levels? It does. Well, no, it's working for now. So Dinar's going to enter in that room, see the dwarf, and wheel up some more magic missile. This one being cast at a 3rd level. So 5 magic missiles at that dwarf in front of Anfeld Torquefell.
5 magic missiles.
It's October. No.
This is spooky season exclusively.
Spooky, scary magic missiles.
5 magic missiles sitting on the fence.
Oh. Okay, that's another 2 ones.
Lame.
Plus 2 is 4, plus 4 is 8, plus 3 is 11, plus 5 is 16 force damage to that dwarf.
So the 4s look like galleons, and like the 1s are like little like fishing boats or something.
Little dinghies.
Yeah, little dingy magic missile. Sorry, how much damage was that?
It was 11 plus 5, 16 force damage.
All right.
And
So the
that
force
will be
is now with him.
that will be Dinar's turn for now. Not much else. Yeah, you can't do anything else. So
Okay. You're just gonna force him to take that damage.
sure are.
All right, Talon. You're on the tail end of things here.
Oh boy, you're just on fire today, aren't you?
It's almost like my nickname's Pundy or something. Like what? Even
It's weird.
15,
Super weird.
Have you met me?
25. This is the guy we're attacking?
Flick? Yeah. That's the thing. You're attacking Flick.
Do I have a clear sight of the dwarf there? Because it looks like he's behind something.
Let me see. I would say yes. Yep. Because one corner to corner. I mean, you can get through Torque there. Flick's tiny. He's short, so yep.
Okay. And you said he looks injured?
He does now.
How injured does he look?
I mean, on a scale of he looks hurt. I don't know how to answer that question. He took a significant blast of force damage in the chest. He's looking like.
All right. Click.
Yeah.
Bang. Eat hot lead. Ooh. Or maybe not. 12.
12 does not hit.
Yeah. I'm just going to go ahead and see myself out.
Yeah, it's like, ah!
bang. Oh, I was supposed to hit.
Yeah, never mind. I'll be over here if you need me.
So seeing that,
What's
I'm
your Willie
gonna
doing?
Go ahead and get him to go in and harass this dwarf to help. I don't know if I can get him in there though. I think flick counts as being in the way or something. Oh, there we go.
It's kind of hard to get through that door.
Yeah, I got it. Send him in there and have him do the help action against that dwarf for torque or for marbles.
Torque fell. Marbles. Marbles.
That's right.
I like marbles.
All
All right, marbles.
All right. Well, I can't really be bothered.
his kidney.
I can't really be bothered with the axe right now, but I saw this one was carrying this anchor. Let's see what that's about. Again, my character sheet is rolling slowly, so I'll do this on roll 20.
It's probably because of all the animated fire that I threw in there.
Looks cool though.
Yeah, it does look cool. Okay, first hit is a 26. Roll that in. Second one's a 12. So let's go with the 26.
Yeah, it's probably good. Again, are you sure you want to go with the higher one? I mean,
usually yes. So that'll be 14 bludgeoning damage.
You just like flatten the ground.
Hey.
All right, that's 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. I seem to be stuck here. I think I'm stuck in the door.
Oh. Can I not move you out?
There we go.
There you go.
30. Where was the wounded one pointing?
Just kind of towards you guys in general, like seemingly towards at the dwarf that ran in. She's like,
well, it looks like the entire east wall is on fire. So I am going to go further south.
Pretty much.
35, 40. Hi. You all right?
Coughs up blue blood.
All right. Get to Aldus.
I don't have any. I wasn't holding any of the healing potions, was I?
I know that I have 2.
Anfil will pat himself down, see if he has anything.
I don't know if he does or not.
I don't remember.
I don't think I did.
I don't think we did either because you have so many hit points.
Torque will just, not Torque. Anfal will just take one knee and just sort of like clasp her hand in his and say, "Hey, you've served Ship Boone well. You should be proud of what you've done here. We won't let this be in vain."
Get to Aldus.
Aye.
Must protect.
Coughs up a little bit more blood, like pretty rough shape.
If any of you can heal this one, I'd appreciate it.
I can do that.
You can also help.
Dinar, don't be stupid.
That will be my turn.
Okay.
I have a potion. You have spells.
Oceans. So this. I mean, I always prefer using a spell because you get those back.
True.
But seeing as I am running a little low, I would not be upset about it.
Willie flies in and makes a medicine check.
So, Anfel, through the flickering of the flames in this wall, you can see where part of the wall has actually collapsed. And it gives you a sight of what's going on in the kind of main hall, entry hall beyond. And you do see a couple of Boone dwarves are kind of like rushing into the hall at that point. And 3 Felhammer dwarves kind of engaging. And so you basically see this battle.
I still technically have one more attack left. Could I hurl a hand axe at one of them, or is that gaming the system too much?
You can see, I mean, you could try. There's a fire and a wall, and they're going to have pretty good cover against it. I mean, you could attempt to.
I mean, I won't have advantage because I didn't declare reckless attack. The advantage I got was just from the help action. So here goes nothing. Shoot, I don't have hand axe on my... Well, this does the exact same damage, so I'll roll for javelin. Yeah, that's only a 12.
12 does not make it through the fire, and the wall kind of gets stuck in the debris there, and the handle starts to crackle and ignite.
Damn. All right.
Flick.
Well, let's see. Let's go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Might have to drag through there. Yeah.
6. There we go. I'm sorry, which way did Torque throw the axe? Was it this way?
Yeah.
You can kind of you can make out there's a door in your way there, but you can kind of see the fire along the whole wall.
Well,
over here.
Dash. So let's see. There we go. Yeah, that's gonna suck. Can't really get through there. Well, crud. 1, 2. Is any of this looking familiar from when we were first here?
I think we're on the second floor. We never got up here. Because it doesn't look familiar.
No, this is the
to
first
me.
floor.
This is the first floor? We were here?
Yep. You entered through that entryway there in the big fountain in the middle. You just didn't. You weren't over on this side. You've never been on the side that you are now. You kind of went in.
Oh,
the
yeah,
middle
okay,
and up.
I see it now.
But, yep.
Okay.
I guess I'll blow past Torque. Is this one?
The fact that a lot of it is in shambles too is making
It's
it a
true,
little bit
yeah.
more unrecognizable.
Oh, so wait a minute. Is that
So Flick, you do see there is a door here
okay?
that is partially broken and splintered with the rubble kind of laying around it. Part of the wall here seems to have collapsed in as well, and you can kind of make out a chamber beyond. You're not sure where that one goes, and then there's the hallway behind you here as well.
Oh, that's-
So,
I think that's it for movement for me, and that's a door there. Yes.
there's a door there. Yep. I need you to make a dexterity saving throw for me, please, as the flames are burning quite brightly.
I thought you were going to say that as he entered the doorway, that cannon exploded. Shot him.
No.
Awesome. That's a 7 because I rolled a 2.
Okay. So as you do kind of get through there, and as you kind of burst through the wall, you're like, there's like flames right there. You're like, oh, you should have dodged out of the way. You do take 3 points of fire damage just from proximity there. You do see that the cannon actually has been turned around, though, and you kind of look at the wall behind you and you go, makes sense. This cannon, which you can see that there's sort of ramparts that it's meant to face outwards to kind of be security for the house, but it seems to have been turned inwards and has blasted this wall apart.
Smart work.
Yeah, but there is a door here.
Okay. Don't have much else to do right now, so I'm done.
Dinar.
All right. Dinar is going to, seeing how far everybody is getting ahead, he is going to mutter some arcane words and cast Expeditious Retreat on himself. So he's going to go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, and then 5, 10, 15. Move, dang it. 15, 20, And can I, as an action, give this dwarf a health potion?
Yes, you may.
All right, so I will give her a health potion. One of the two that I'm carrying. So it's just 2d4 plus 2, a regular health potion.
Yep.
I guess I'll say to her, take this. You've done well, but there's still some more work to be done.
She kind of just opens her mouth and lets you like pour it in.
All right. So that was there. So 5, 10, 15, 20.
So did you roll your You're administering it to her, so you roll it.
I see. Hey, not bad. That's 2 3s. And then what is it? It's plus 2. So 8.
Okay, that's helpful. She kind of perks up a little bit, and you see some of the more serious wound kind of close a little bit, and she kind of wipes from her off. Hey, thank you. Give me a second, I'll be back on my feet. Gotta get to Aldus.
Agreed. And then Dinar will finish his movement. So 25. And then 30 to there. I'm just peering through.
It's a little crispy down here, but there's a door I'm going for.
All right. That is everything I can do.
All right, Talon.
Whip around the corner with the pistol out because I'm not 100% sure if there's any threats. Realize that it's all good. And I guess we'll go ahead and start
there's a
making our
parrot
way.
there.
Oh, God, parrots. I hate parrots. All right.
It is an ex-parrot.
It is an ex-parrot. Where
Come
did
on.
everybody go?
We're down this way.
You hear commotion to the south, like
Okay.
you can hear kind of where they moved, and
I guess I'll move 30, bonus action to throw some gust my way to propel me back into this door here. Hey, everybody, how's it going? What are we doing?
Talon says as he just like dramatically like
He's
gusts through the door. Wait. Does the
I
Kramer
haven't
slide?
found you. Hey, wait. And then I guess I'll dash to get a little bit more. Wow, that is a wall of fire.
Sure is.
Yep.
I'm going to move in here following after Flick, I guess.
So there is a door partially broken and splintered right here. And then Flick kind of working through the busted wall there.
And then I'll have my parrot follow me as well. And yeah, I will sit just a little bit behind Flick there, around that door. I'll keep a pistol pointed at the door, and produce my rapier as well, and keep that. Actually, yeah, rapier pointed towards the door, pistol pointed towards where Flick is.
Okay.
So, moving through the flames requires a dex save, right?
Correct.
And I have danger sense,
Yes, you do.
which gives me advantage on dex saves as long as I can see what I'm saving against.
I'd say so.
Could I run through the fire to get to these guys?
You can attempt to. Sure.
Is there like there's not like a wall, right? It's like
There
just
is
fire.
there is a wall, and part of the wall is broken. So where you can see your the dynamic lighting, you can see those kind of splinters of light poking through.
Right.
Those are the breaks in the wall where the wall has actually collapsed through. So you basically pick in one of those spots there. You might have to like shoulder through a little bit. Yeah, totally Kool-Aid man.
Get through that.
So I would say dexterity save, and if you're physically like hitting through, then you can give me an athletics check as well to like literally like crush your way through it. Just be like, "Bruh."
Okay.
I will give that a shot. To whoever usually pilots this particular vessel, I just want to say apologies in advance, but my ship needs me.
Picturing like a Three Stooges like runs at it.
Okay, so dexterity save with advantage.
Yep.
First one is a 16.
Yeah.
Second one is a 13.
So 16. So you take that half. So you take 2 points of fire damage.
I can live with that.
And give me your athletics check, please.
Okay.
As you come in contact with a partially broken wall.
Come on, Torque.
Finally, 22.
22. Oh yeah, you just like bricks and mortar go flying as you bash your way through. And I'm gonna ask you to make an intimidation check with advantage on that as well, because as these dwarves kind of look over their shoulder and a friggin' giant turtle comes bursting through a wall of fire, like
I think I scream as I do it too, like ah.
I'm gonna I will allow an intimidation on that.
Okay,
because
so with an advantage, that's a 22 or a 24 or a 21. So I'll take the 24.
So there's definitely like they kind of look over and they're like, whoa. I think there's like flames like licking off your shell as well.
I will make a reckless maul attack against the one closest to me.
I'm loving the imagery of this. This is freaking amazing.
You know, I have enough movement now that I could theoretically just have run the whole way around, but that didn't seem very barbarian-like. Okay, so the reckless attack, that's a 26 or an @1. So we'll take the 26.
Good call. Good call.
Okay, yep, smart.
Smart.
That's MRT.
And that'll be 12 bludgeoning damage.
Nice.
With the crusher feat, could I knock him back into that fountain?
Yeah, he's gonna make a dexterity save to see if he stays on his feet or not. That's a 3, so no. He's gonna fully like you just like push him back, you hit him, he just like splashes down into the fountain.
Okay, is he prone?
He would be prone, his butt in the water right now.
Okay. I'm gonna step on over and then just overhead swing while he's in the water.
Oh my gosh. Ian, please clip this whole segment.
Yeah, seriously.
Okay, so with advantage, that's a 17, 26. 26 to hit.
Yeah.
And for damage, just 10.
Just 10. With the 12 before, yeah, that'll do it. You just pummel him further into the water.
I like to think that I smash the fountain as I do, and then the water just starts pooling around my feet.
Holy crap, Torque / Onfelt, like...
I'll ask this again. What are you all doing in my house?
They kind of look at you like confused, like, who's this turtle? Isn't that in your house? Dude, that was epic.
Onfel, as Torque holds up the maul, and just says, Ship Boone, to arms!
Confused, but also, like, spurred on by that insane display. The other Boone dwarves were like, ah! And Jack, if you don't already have it, please take inspiration.
Yeah.
That was awesome. That whole sequence of like running into the fires, bursting through the wall, running at him, knocking him into the fountain, and then crushing him down. That I love D&D. Just yeah. Is that it, Torque, or is there anything else?
No, yeah, that's my turn. That's my turn.
Okay.
I've only got one rage left. I feel like I got to use it sparingly.
I like to think like inside Torque's head, like Torque is just like,
A bit flashy for my tastes, but I'll allow it.
But he's also secretly like, yes.
Yeah, a little bit, yeah.
All right. So this Felhammer dwarf here, he's intimidated by that, but he's still going to attack you. But I'm going to give him disadvantage on it. And you went reckless on that, right?
Yeah, so that just kind of evens
So
out
it'll
to a normal
just
hit.
cancel out. Yeah, so he'll just go 21 to hit.
Ooh.
Yeah, that hits.
For a whopping 5 damage, halved to 2.
Remember to update your hit points on D&D Beyond so that it shows on the Twitch overlay, guys.
Yar. And a 17 to hit?
17 just hits.
So another 3, so 1. He's trying, but he's like hitting you, but he's also like...
Oh, I'm not raging, so I take all of that.
Oh, right. Oh, sorry, you went reckless, but you weren't raging. Okay. So that's 8 points of piercing damage then.
What's he hitting me with?
Hand axe.
Ah.
Which really should be slashing damage, but anyway.
I just look up. I think it is slashing damage.
Yeah, it's piercing for whatever reason in
That's
roll
odd.
20. I know. It's yeah. I'm gonna say it's slashing damage because it's a friggin' axe.
Yeah. I just look up at him and chuckle.
This one in the back here is attacking his quarry still. Boone Dwarf. It's a 5 and 19 for 1. So that one goes down. Another Boone Dwarf falls.
No.
Okay, and for the Boone Dwarf now, I'm going to roll initiative to get them into the fray here.
Ooh.
7. Oof. Oh, why did it? No, I guess that works.
Well, I mean, technically they do go next.
Well, no, that's because it's end of initiative, end of the round. So this is back at the. They join the fight now, so to speak. So, all right, back to Flick.
All right. Well, I'm gonna be a civilized person. And use the damn door. All right.
Lame door.
I will. So open this door, and yeah, I can't get through that.
It is locked.
Oh.
You gotta be kidding me! Oh, 1, 2.
You don't happen to know the knock spell, do you?
No, that'd be really super handy.
Good luck, pick it.
Yeah, that seems time.
Or
Into
is the
a fire.
is the cannon loaded? Could you just rotate the cannon and shoot the door down?
Is the cannon loaded, or is it?
You can give me investigation. You're always watching.
14?
There does seem to be a cannonball with powder
Ah, diggity.
and a flame source nearby.
All right, I will.
You better be right. I'm going to allow this.
I'll aim it
Yeah.
gently towards the door. Fire in the hole!
Awesome. D20 plus 6, please.
Plus 6. All right. 30, 20.
Oh yeah. I mean, it's a door, so yeah, 20 is going to hit. Are these the mini cannons? They are 4d8.
48. Yeah, that sounds like a good amount of damage.
No, 4d8.
That is a pretty low roll.
Hmm.
13.
So, what a 13 is going to do is it like definitely bursts like a decent enough size hole like through the door that Flick could
Clamber through.
clamber his way through.
He just reaches through and tries the doorknob on the other side.
But yeah, like basically you just like it hits the door and like splinters and enough of it goes kind of and the cannonball just like sails through the other side Luckily, it doesn't hit anybody living on the other side. It kind of slows and like rolls along, does some damage as it breaks up some tiles on the other side. But, you know.
Well, I'll use the rest of my movement to get back to the doorway and survey the scene. I'll call through. How things going, Marbles?
Oh, aye. Things are just grand.
All right, be with you in a minute.
That's a hell of an entrance you just made, by the way.
Likewise.
If you lot get me through this day, I'll consider you all honorary members of Ship Boone.
Gonna hold you to that, buddy. All right, my turn's done.
Flick, that was awesome.
It sure was.
I'm so happy by all of this. This is great. Dinar.
Well, I'm assuming Marbles or Torque or Onfell or whoever has left a hole in this wall here.
Oh yeah.
Okay, maybe it's still on fire around it, but
I mean, yes, it is still on fire, but the hole is also bigger.
so Dinar is gonna go 5, 10, 15, 15,
Dex save.
20, Dex save. Not amazing at. Well, whatever. It's 4 times. That's an 8.
You can take 6 points of fire damage,
Ow.
please. Yeah, it's a wall of fire.
I know.
Dinar.
I know.
This ain't backdraft, okay? Like,
It
maybe it is
should be.
backdraft.
All right. Okay. So I was there. So that's 5, 10, 15, 20. Once I get to here, since Dinar is running dangerously low on spell slots, Dinar is going to use a firebolt. So pull out his hand and just firebolt towards the nearest dwarf, which, because I'm over level 5, is now going to do 2d10. What are my d10s? That's a d10. Yes.
The nearest Felhammer dwarf.
The nearest Felhammer dwarf, yes. So this one.
Important distinction, yes.
This one, sorry. Not Boone dwarf. Oh, jeez. That's total of 4. 4 fire damage.
You gotta roll the hit.
Yep.
This ain't magic missile, man.
I know, I've been rolling magic missile so much. All right, let's see if I even hit. A 13 plus 7 for 20.
That does hit. What am I
Okay.
drinking? You don't know.
Okay, I'm going to take my crappy roll, so that's a total of 4 fire damage to that
Okay.
dwarf. And continuing with my expeditious retreat, so that was 5, 10, 15, 20. Let's go 25 to there.
Weird.
30. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, and 30 to there. And that would
Did
be...
you roll concentration when you took damage?
And he
Sorry.
ran,
No, you're right. You're absolutely right.
and he ran through the burning wall of fire.
So what am I
No.
adding to this?
It's a con save.
It's your con save,
okay,
yeah.
Yeah, right. It's a 14 save.
Yeah.
Then I do my expeditious retreat, and I get all the way to there.
Without
Thank-
cheating. That's the key.
Thank you, Ian. Thank you for keeping me honest. I appreciate it. All right, that's Dinar's turn. He gets to there, and that's it.
Okay. Talent.
Flick, you're the best cannoneer I've ever seen.
I mean, Lefty and Shorty didn't learn from nobody.
Right. Allow me to see what's going on in here. If I can get into the...
You can probably like push the door open the rest of the way, so I'll just kind of like.
All right.
move
Yeah,
it
I
open
kinda-
there.
I'll just walk up and the whole thing just falls off his
Yeah, pretty much. Like, and now like the rest of the hinges kind of just, or like the rest of the planks fall off. Like, yeah. Actually, let's just get rid of that door altogether.
All right. Look, a target-rich environment. So we got 2 guys to work on here.
2 baddies there. Yeah.
2 of them, eh? Unfortunately, there are also a significant number of friendlies. These Felhammers, they look like they've been injured in this combat.
Mhm.
How badly would they be injured? Like slightly injured, badly wounded?
The one nearest Torque, I was taking a little bit of, you can see a little bit of fire damage on him. The one beyond looks like he's got a couple cuts and bruises, nothing too serious, so probably still.
So they're both reasonably
Relatively
up there in
healthy.
terms
Yeah,
of
these
health.
ones seem to be in better shape than the ones that you've encountered previously.
Okay. I don't want to hurt. I have so many AoE attacks. Almost all my stuff that hits multiple targets are big bursts.
Aw, my fan.
Yeah, right. It's the worst.
I mean, I can
okay.
take it, but I don't know if
Well,
my friend can.
yeah, that's. Oh, I could be solving this fire problem I just realized.
I was wondering, waiting.
I was like, oh wait, I have like spells designed for this exact situation. We'll deal with these guys. I think I would like to ready a arcane pistol shot for when Willie gets in here to use the help action so that I'll have advantage on it, if that is allowed.
I'll allow it.
Excellent.
And
5,
since it's
10,
your Willie goes next.
20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45. He's got just enough. Get him, Willie! Bite his eyes out! And then I will take my shot with advantage.
Satella with advantage.
Oh, thank God.
Le shot.
Nice shot.
Yes, a 22 will hit.
Bang! He takes 8 piercing.
It might be enough.
It is not.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
It is not. You did not hit. Oh, you did hit him, but
I did not. Well, that'll be my turn because
And his knife.
Oh, hi, Mark.
I did a ready action. So
on fell.
All right.
I softened him up for you.
Gonna move 10 feet up here.
Hit him in the bullet wound.
I am going to start by recklessly attacking the one to the south of me. Yes.
How reckless, yet also wise of you.
In D&D Beyond.
D&D Beyond.
First roll is a 12. Let's try that again. 17.
A 17 does hit.
So that will be 10 bludgeoning damage.
That will do.
Hey.
That will do, Total. That will do. Oh, bam!
And then for my other attack, I will attack the one remaining to the east. Also with advantage. 22 and 16. So.
Yeah, 16 hits, 22 misses.
Oh. It's like golf. The lowest score wins.
Yeah,
Okay.
Thaco. You want to go backwards?
Yeah, Thaco. Yeah,
Oof. Minimum damage for 6.
Ouch.
But,
Oh.
I will use the crusher feet. I will use the crusher feet to try and push him back and kind of trip him over the body of the Boone dwarf he just slew.
Okay. So he'll definitely go backwards. Deck save to see if he stays on his feet. That's a 2.
Hey. Get knocked.
He goes prone. Yeah.
And then I'll just step up to close the distance.
Seemed like glaring down at him.
Oh yeah. I don't take too kindly to trespassers.
All right. So from on his behind, he's going to use half his movement to stand back up. And he's gonna. He wants to ask you a couple things here. You're still not raging, are you?
Not raging. I've got one left in reserves.
There's totally not a boss waiting for us in the room up ahead.
See, that's kind of my thought process as well.
That's a natural 20. So you can take 8.
Oh no, whatever will I do?
You'll take it. That's what you'll do.
Yeah, you'll suffer.
Big bag of hit points.
And the second attack is a 10. That's no.
I don't know about the rest of you guys, but I'm just happy those kills don't count towards torque.
That's a good point.
Oh, what's that? We be counting these, eh?
No.
All right.
Nah, not really. Just sort of a fun game.
As for you, you might want to sharpen them axes next time, huh?
The remaining.
Although to your
Boone
credit, I think I
dwarf
actually
here
felt something that time.
is gonna shield bash this guy. 18 to hit is gonna hit for 4 damage. And does he make his save? Just misses. That's a 14. So he is going to get knocked back prone down. So the dwarf, as he stands up, takes an attack, and the dwarf just like, sit back down, you fat bastard. Slams a shield into him.
By the way,
That's the way to do it.
just pointing out, we could leave right now.
Flick.
Yeah, but we don't get the reward if we don't talk to the big man, right?
Fair point.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Can I stand on a dead body?
I mean, you're
Like-
a goblin.
Ethically or like
Physically, can I occupy the same space as one of the dead?
yes.
Good enough. Then I will go here and I will whip this guy on the ground twice with the
These are the
damage.
deep questions in life. Can I stand on a dead body?
It's not should I stand on a dead body, it's can I stand
Can I stand on a dead body?
All right, dude is prone. So here we go. 24 will probably.
Oh geez, yeah.
Wow.
Oh yeah.
9 damage on that one.
Oof.
Uh,
Boy, he filled that.
follow up is 27
Well, I mean, just sort of hits, right?
and another 10.
Yeah, you just like whip it good, and he dead.
Yeah, so I scamper across the room and clamber up on top of one of his dead buddies and just. All right, let's go get the big man. I mean, save the big man. But I'm out of movement. That was my action, and I'm good.
For the time being, all goes quiet. You can still hear the sound of the house creaking and fire crackling around you. Rubble collapsing here and there. But the sound of battle seems to momentarily be over. The other dwarf from back here kind of makes her way in through beside you, Talon, and just looks around and goes, "Hey,
Aye.
it's the last of them."
Are you sure?
Kneeling by the fountain. You're pretty sure. We managed to keep push them back and keep them out of this hole after they did quite a bit of damage inside, but we gotta get through and check on Aldus and see how he's doing, eh?
Yeah, I guess we'll go be heroes.
Big damn heroes, I mean.
Anfel. The statue that is in the fountain of a very handsome dwarf does bear some resemblance to you.
It's a fine likeness. As I tap the Boone dwarf with the back of my hand just on his chest. Beard was a bit longer though.
What?
Right, we should
My-
be
my beard.
moving along.
Right.
Don't worry about marbles for now. Let's
I
wrap
will
tap on
dash.
the door here.
Can we
Alright.
entrust you dwarves have got the whole fire thing sorted out?
Aye, we can. We'll start seeing to that.
Dinar, why don't you land him your thing? Your big old jug.
Oh,
Where did Flick end up here?
Yeah, let's do that. Oh my goodness. Dinar will pull out his decanter of endless water.
Yeah, it's endless water. That should solve your problem.
It's
Oh my
it's
gosh.
it's a minor misnomer. It's not technically endless.
Oh, we all
limited.
stretch the truth here and there.
Dinar will pull out the decanter and say geyser, and then pop the cap and point it towards all of the flaming walls.
Geysery.
Yep. So,
Give it to the dwarf. Let them do it. It's their job. They're paid to do it.
Just don't say geezer. And then old man pops there.
Right.
Ooh.
Should we be going through the two big doors here?
What did you say about the water?
Are the two big doors to the north of where? Oh, I
Yeah.
went the wrong way. I got so caught up in the moment.
You want to go back to that dungeon and then circle back around?
The two dwarves.
Victory lap.
The two boon dwarves that are accompanying you, they kind of walk up to the door and give me a listen on for a second. Right. And in Dwarven, those of you who understand Dwarven, you hear, "It is so clear out here, just as we boons." No answer.
of course.
Insight check.
Aye! It's we boons out here. All the Felhammers are dead.
Hey, Flick, we got a closed door.
After a moment, there's like a tentative response from the other side. The door kind of creaks open. Prove it.
I pick up one of the. I pick up
Prove
one
the
of the dead boons.
Felhammers.
I pick up one of the Felhammers by just the back of the scalpel poem. I was like, "Hey, is this enough proof for you? Now let me in, you daft bugger."
He sounds different than before, doesn't he? Aye, he does, but he looks the same. All right, well, we're letting you in, but we're watching you still. We don't know who to trust anymore, you understand?
Let's just say he's had a change of mind.
Now, really, is this any way to treat your founder?
What? Oh, did you get
You
head
heard
to
me.
head stuffed, eh? They kind of open the doors and you see them holding two big, like heavy crossbows. Kind of like they've got some kind of like harness that actually like holds it in place so they can actually hold it better. And these things are massive. And they're just like,
All right,
Hey,
all right. I appreciate the enthusiasm, but there would be no need for that.
I will be making the calls here. Step slowly towards us, please. I will back up. Aldus, we got company.
Oh, come on. The big guy remembers us. Hey, how you doing, Captain?
Yo, what up?
All right, so you're the one currently in charge of Ship Boone, eh?
Yeah, he don't call him Skipper. I learned that last time.
As you make your way into the remains of the Grand Hall, the two dwarves, they turn around and you see their shoulders just kind of slump. And looking past now, you can see a heavily wounded Aldus, who appears to have finally succumbed to those wounds. Standing beside him, your old friend Connor. And he turns and looks up at you, his eyes clear and bright like they were before.
Ray.
Oh, it's good to see you, lads.
Hey, what's going on, Captain? Oh, Captain.
I'm afraid we're too late. All this here put up one hell of a fight, but
I'm sure that the bards and the scalds will
what
generate various stories of him.
we got a lot to talk about.
Aye, that we
Yeah,
do.
some things have happened. Also, hey, Torque is he's a little, so for now, just ignore anything he says. We'll explain later.
This may be a bit of a shock and a bit difficult to explain.
No, shock is what you should have been doing back there.
My name is Anfel. Anfel Boone. And I am the founder of Ship Boone.
Right. Look, Torque, now's not the time for humor. That's not funny.
Oh, come on, Captain. You've never known Torque to tell a joke in his life. He barely even knows what they are.
Well,
Yeah.
that's
Like I
why I
said,
find it a strange time for him to be
just don't worry about it for now.
cracking wise right now.
Are you okay?
More or less, yeah. I take it that you took care of Khuna.
That we did.
Yes, indeed.
Was she the one behind this coup? Her and my brother's conniving.
Yeah,
there
Khuna
was a necromancer. Did you see the necromancer?
Oh,
This oh sorry.
Well, Khuna had come to check up on me a few times while I was sort of in my respite, if you want to call it that here. There was just something about the way she was acting that didn't sit right with me. Got me all suspicious and curious like, so I followed her one night and stumbled through with her into whatever that place of hers is, that temple research laboratory, whatever it is. She didn't take too kindly to that, of course, after she found me snooping a bit in the knowledge in that library she keeps. I uncovered more than I've ever wanted to know. I think she knew that she couldn't just deal with me on the spot, as it were, take me out, so did something to my mind, befuddled me, charmed. I'm not sure. I was I was there, but I wasn't there. Had no control of my body. Fortunately, she took her wrath out on Lefty and Shorty. Made me watch that.
I like that that's actually their name now.
Of course it is.
Yeah, we gave them a proper burial.
Oh, you did right by that. When I saw you come in here, I was aware of everything the whole time. You gents came in here. I was trying my damnedest to scream, to just get out some sort of warning to you. Tell you Khuna was bad, but I just couldn't break through.
Am I able to cross the wreckage over to Connor?
Yeah, you guys can kind of walk through that. And
I
make
move
your way
through and
it's like
make it
half
over
wreckage,
here.
half barrier. You can see where they've put up a sort of fortification of sorts here. And
I make it up here and just sort of clasp both my hands on Connor's shoulders and say, "Hey, none of this is your fault, lad. You did all you could."
So many dwarves.
Torque, I'm pretty sure I know you're oldish, but I think I got a few years on you still.
All
You'd
right,
be surprised.
who wants to explain about marbles?
It's
All
a bit
you
of a
need
long,
to know is
it's a bit of a long story.
you've served the ship well, and you've made Corval proud this day with your resistance.
Hey, Connor, you want a drink?
There'll be time for that.
You look like you could use a drink. In fact, you all look like you could use a good drink.
To be honest, Taylor,
First, if this
I need my head clear right now. Been a little bit befuddled for long enough. I need my wits about me. So
I guess that makes sense.
if this Aldus here was the leader of Ship Boone in my absence, I would also like to see to it that he receives the proper burial rites.
what in the 6 C's is going on with you? I don't understand
All right.
what
All
you're
right.
saying.
So here's the deal. All right, Connor. So downstairs, we
I'm
found
Anfel.
this massive axe about 3 times the length of a human, okay?
One that's on his back right now.
Yeah, that one. So anyway, there's this axe there surrounded by a legion of armored suits that animated. Now, we had to get through about 6 or 7 of them before we realized that there were too many to take on. So that's when Torque here just barreled through them like one of them linebackers I hear about.
Right.
Anyway, he grabs the axe and he hoists it over his head like some kind of, statue of those things that the stories say hold up the earth, the pillars or whatever. Yeah, he's like one of them holding this thing up above his head, and he just starts cleaving through these suits of armor, just cutting through them like a hot knife through butter. And he comes back, we slam the door and we lock it. Anyway, it's the same axe he used to take out Khuna. He jumps 70 feet in the air, just comes right down on top of her. Huge crater in the floor, bricks flying everywhere, blood and viscera all over the place. She didn't even see it coming. This weird necromancer guy on the top, he just like went ahead and left. But here's the thing, you see, the whole time this was happening, we were getting a communication in our minds from this massive axe, and he kept calling himself Anfel Boone, like he was some kind of old dwarf who was the progenitor of the Boones, and he'd been down there for so long, he'd grown some kind of amnesia, so all he could do was say 3 words and then keep repeating. Anyway, I taught him a couple of shanties. It seemed to help him out a little bit. He was able to remember and communicate a little bit more. And as soon as Torque went nuts with the thing, he kind of just went into his brain, and now he's inhabiting that body.
That's not quite how I remember it, but the important bits are all there.
To be fair, you barely remembered anything.
Aye, this is true. It's coming back to me now as a drip feed.
Let me
Bits and pieces.
I've got a way to clear this up, I think. What you're telling me is a mighty fine, tall tale, and I've known you to spin a few yarns.
Well, I am a bit of a weaver.
Indeed.
I can understand that all of this would be quite difficult to believe, lad, but what matters now is that
he knows.
I look over to Aldous' body. What matters now is we do right by this one, and I'll explain the best I can after.
Just pardon my presumptuousness here, if you are who you say you are, but if you're not, I ain't about to just go following around some entity that's possessed my friend and my crew, Torque here. But I know a way that we can clarify things. There's
20 questions.
Certain matters of historical import to Ship Boone that Torque would not know.
Aye, if this will put your mind.
Random entity claiming him wouldn't know either. Now that axe, there happens to be some legend about that axe. Passed down through our history.
I know it well. I may not remember much as I unsheath it, but I do remember that this is the Daedalus axe, formerly belonging to a cloud giant, I believe.
Those aren't
cloud giant
real.
by the name Camistophus.
Now that's a name.
All right, well, maybe could have found out that information from somewhere. True. If in Yara, Anfel, what was our clan's first name? Not our first name, but like before Boone, we had a name back when. So when we don't try not to remember too much, but you would know it.
When I chose the name of our clan, I chose Boone so that we may look towards our fortunes in the future. But before that, I was known as Anfel Keg Thumper.
Okay, not too loud. All right. Well, I guess you really are who you say you are. But how? I mean, you died centuries ago.
And man, it's just like Talon said, his marbles was in the axe, and now they're in Torque. So
I'm still piecing together the details on myself there, but what I do understand is that my current state is the result of foul play on behalf of my cowardly Baphomet worshipping brother, Fenick.
Oh yeah, the demon lords. So anyway, also down there, you should probably be aware of this. There's a massive statue. It takes up like an entire half.
Well, we'll get to that
entire
lad.
basement, surrounded in oozing blood and runes everywhere. You can hear chanting in the building the entire time you're looking at it.
Is this one always talking this much?
Did you say Baphomet?
Aye. My coward of a brother
Yeah, big old horn guy.
pledged his
Stone.
allegiance to the demon lord.
But Baphomet's
Him.
dead.
So it would seem.
Baphomet was killed by a Titan in the Convergence 30 years ago.
Well,
If
whatever
that be the
it, whatever it
case-
is could be impersonating it. It's also apparently a god that lives at the bottom of the Sea of Souls, and it bitch slapped these two jokers.
true story.
Whatever it might be, it be given my brother power, either through the guise of Baphomet or something else. Either way, my brother's still out there somewhere, causing all sorts of mischief, no doubt. And
So anyway, Connor, you want a drink?
I was going to say, I think we've been about that. That'd be a good time. I need,
Yes. One for me as well.
Well,
Let us toast to the fallen.
it's going to take me a moment to wrap my head around this. We got other problems here too. See, nobody's seen Havla in a while, Khuna's brother, and I can only imagine if Khuna was behind all this, that her brother weren't far behind. He followed her like a puppy dog. The two of them were bound together with everything. So he's out there somewhere still. And if Fenick, we got founders of our clan coming back from. These are strange times, my friends.
Aye, that they be. But for now, let us take this moment of respite and make a toast to the fallen. May their sacrifice not be in vain. Aye, Shanty
Pour
Man.
one out for the fallen. Yes.
Let me know if you've heard this one before. It's an old dwarven song used for departures and things. Join in if you know the words. Of all the money that e'er I had, I spent it in good company, and all the harm that e'er I done, alas, it was to none but me. And all I've done for want of wit, to memory now I can't recall.
Thematic.
So fill to me the parting glass. Good night and joy be with you all. As I just pour out my drink onto the floor.
I'll make a note of that one.
As Onfel is singing the tribute to Aldus, Dinar would like to investigate Aldus's body. How is it that he was wounded and has since perished?
That would be a medicine check.
Okay. I don't think I'm good at those. But I am suspicious. That's an 18 plus my 1 for 19.
You, perhaps even more so than some of the others here, are very familiar with the dwarven ability to stave off death through sheer stubbornness of will. Given the amount of wounds that you see just from battle on Aldus, it's amazing that he apparently made it here and was able to rest and kind of sit. He's should have been dead long ago. It looks like he was right in the thick of things. He's got axe wounds. There's a gaping hole in his side. His clothes are torn. His armor is bent. Like he was right in the fray. And best you can tell, just the amount of wounds and damage that he took, probably internally as well. Once that sort of adrenaline, that dwarven stubbornness faded, it was too much for him to survive.
How does Connor look?
Connor looks a little bit beat up as well. He's definitely been in the fight too. He's not unscathed. He's a little bit black and blue. He's got some blood.
There's no Felhammer dwarves in this hallway, right? There's no slain Felhammer dwarves?
Oh, there are, yeah.
Oh, okay.
I just wasn't going to put like 50 tokens on the freaking board here, but yeah, like there's carnage everywhere. There's like Felhammer Boone dwarfs everywhere. There's like, yeah, it's the map that I've given you doesn't do justice to like the carnage that is just all around.
So the dead bodies are just like recently dead.
Some more so than others. Give me an investigation check in this case as you're looking around.
Oh, that's it's cocked, but it's a 20. That's a 9. Plus my investigation of 4, so 13.
13. Given the smell alone, this isn't a battle of hours. This is a battle of days.
That was, yeah.
So, wherever you were, it would seem that time passed differently for you than it did here. Not even a day had really transpired for you, but out here it seems several have gone by since you were last here. The amount of carnage you see around you, the fortifications, some bodies being fresher, you can see things have been kind of dragged and moved. This was a long siege. This was something that played out over a couple, at least, maybe more days.
The other guys said that they were here. They were avenging Khuna, like you were the guys who killed her. That happened like 20 minutes ago, right?
Something like that, yeah.
For us. Actually, an hour ago, because we took a short rest.
Yep.
Right.
Couple hours at most, yeah.
Yeah, that's interesting.
Hey, Captain.
Hey.
When did this battle start?
The battle started before I gained my clarity. I kind of somehow popped into the middle of it. But it's about 4 days ago.
Denar's going to make eye contact with the rest of the party. Did you say 4 days?
Yeah, 4 days.
You trying to tell me we spent 4 days in the magic sphincter of that statue?
I'm sorry. What?
Captain, we spoke to you in this
Boone,
room.
we told you it was a very long story.
Cap, we spoke to you in this room pre-battle for us maybe 3-4 hours ago.
Man, I was aware of things. Maybe my sense of time was the best, but that was about a week ago when I saw you guys in here.
So we haven't been gone 4 days. We've been gone a week. So this siege started days after we were here.
I guess. There's a lot here that doesn't make sense. I'm trying to wrap my head around all of this, and then the founder of our clan. There's things going on here that are beyond my ken.
That makes two of us.
Does Dinar believe Connor?
Does he?
Well, I don't want to say. Like, can I roll an insight?
You can roll an insight check, suspicious okay. Mike.
I am. That's a total of 12.
Yeah, he seems genuinely confused, but genuinely Connor from what you can tell. Yeah. You're probably a little like, what the heck is going on yourself? But
yeah,
it does seem like him.
Well, Lord Anfel, if I may boldly suggest, with Havla out there, and what you say about Fenick is true, that he's still alive, and some sort of entity that's behind all of this. I mean, we've just seen that we can't trust who's who in our own clan. I mean, these are all these dwarves that we fought. They're our own. These aren't strangers that came and invaded. They've grown up beside each other. I knew some of these dwarves years ago. Khuna's been behind this. She's been building this Felhammer sector clan for I don't even know how long. I don't know how many boons are boons, how many boons aren't boons. I hate to say it, but I think we need to perhaps leave here for now and find somewhere else to figure all this out until we know who we can trust. Gents,
well,
please
you can trust us.
Weigh in, crew. I mean, what's your take on all this?
Well, the way I see it is, this is all very, on the one side, political. They're making a move, attempting a coup. On the other side, there's clearly some darkness involved here with all of them weird, creepy Ooga Booga statues downstairs, as well as the stuff placed on you and the apparent god that wants to slap people.
Yeah.
So there are a couple of different things, all of which seem to be way above our pay grade.
Kind of feeling that way too. Part of the overwhelming nature of it all. Mm-hmm.
Now, look, Captain, I like you. You're a nice guy. We've had a good couple of drinks. You always let me have the good stuff. Willing to help you out.
Well.
But I'm not sure I'm ready to join a military exploit for your family. No offense.
None taken. That's not what I had in mind.
Well, good.
It's one reason why I think we need to get out of here. And
so that's all.
There's more than
well and fine. We got a bit of a problem with that, though. I'm going to point at Torque.
Yeah.
Anfel.
Sorry, lads. But if there's anything that I can do to aid Ship Boone in this time, then I have to do what's right for my men and women of the ship.
Yeah, all the more reason to get your marbles out of Torque's head.
Yeah, that's why I'm thinking we might need to go pay a visit to our friend Jorand.
Read my mind there, Taylor. I was thinking the exact same thing. It's been a while since I've seen him. I should check in.
Is Jordan old enough that Anfel would know him or
That's a good question.
or know of him?
Give me a history check on Fel.
Oh, yes, I remember Jorand.
Using Torque's
little
here,
tyke.
Young
Torque's
apprentice.
history, okay. That wasn't too bad. That was an 18.
Used to steal apples from our yard.
on Fel.
Oh, and I knew you were just this tall.
No, not you don't personally know, but the name Jorand is familiar to you.
100 years. He's a human, isn't he? Jordan?
I think I've heard that one before. Where can we find this Jorand?
He's an arch wizard, as far as you remember.
Yeah.
Reclusive type.
You think he might know something about how to sort this out?
Well, if there is anyone who does, it'll likely be him.
That's
In
assuming
fact,
this
he might-
tower is fully up and
He
running.
might
again.
even be able to give him a body.
I like the sound of that.
Well, I don't know if he can do that sort of thing, but I mean, he's
Let's
powerful,
just say
he's got-
we have some idea of his skills.
well,
Anyway, I think it's probably the next best thing to do. By the way, Connor, you know a guy called Runix?
Flick visibly bristles when you mention the name.
Yeah, he's around. We might have to watch out for him.
Oh, I know. Yeah, well aware of that.
He's got an excellent fashion sense that contrasts the black heart within him.
There's more to Runix than meets the eye, in many ways.
Yeah, we kind of picked up on that when he melted.
Yeah, last time we fought him, he melted.
I saw
Robbed
that.
us of victory.
Should I know what you all are talking about?
I think it's high time we all go to a place with lots and lots of obscene amounts of alcohol and sort all this out, which
Aye,
is
that
not
sounds-
Joran's place.
I have an idea. Now, Anfeld, you might be surprised to know that or the ship that you and your kin sailed in on, the one that sank just a little bit offshore, it's still here. We call it the undership. It's sort of locked under some rocks and stuff.
That's a bit of a clever name for it, all things considered.
It's a sort of off limits sort of place, but given its history, Ship Boone, we sort of have exclusive access to it, but not everybody knows about it. It's been kept close to the chest for a few members, so it might be worth looking out as a place to sort of set up, hide out. There's a bit of storage,
Right, well,
goods that have been stashed away there over the years as well.
All right. I mean,
my good Mr. Connor, are you saying that the undership still has some remnants of my former treasure?
Treasure?
Yes, and then some. It's been added to over the years.
Well, what say you lads then?
I say we go to Connor's back cave. Let's go.
I like treasure.
I'd say our pockets are a little light, and if we've got to do some moving and get out of here, we might need a little extra.
My
coin.
pockets are so light, they've started going to church.
Nope. Anyway,
Took me a minute.
so no, I think we're still gonna have to be careful as we head out of here to sea. Again, we don't know who to trust. I think it's safe to say for the time being that other than those of us here in this room right now, even other members of Ship Boone, we can't trust anyone.
I'm gonna do this to all the other members of Ship Boone.
They all just like hand to fist in like Boone salute and like,
Hey, you're loyal.
on Lord Anfeld? They've been listening the whole time, just being like,
I appreciate that. You've all done good this day. Your efforts have not gone unnoticed.
We'll come with you if you need to guard. Be an honor to guard you and die for you if we have to. You
Well,
kind
I
of
appreciate the sentiment. I think this is better us keeping to as small a group as possible to avoid suspicion.
me.
Thank you for everything. Corval smiles on you all.
Indeed. If you don't mind, we do have a bit of a question for Captain Connor and Lord Anfield. Torque.
Aye, Anfeld will do.
Whose ship is it now? Connor, or Connor was. It would have been Khuna, but with all that's doing on, Connor would have inherited the.
I nominate Talon
Captain
Wave
C.
Singer.
But I no.
I think that given the circumstances, I've still got a bit of catching up to do. What with the 500 years that I was inside an axe, I think that with that in mind, Master Connor here would have a better understanding of how to navigate our ship through these modern times, at least for now.
I'm friends with him.
Um,
Does that mean I get to like co-run the ship?
Is he like
Talon just enough, all right. I'm honored, Anfeld.
Fault me for asking.
With that said, I think what we make of Ship Boone again, we'll just kind of keep to us, and perhaps down the road we'll see what becomes of our holdings and our claim. But there's going to be quite a bit of turmoil that's going to happen in Port Rodarius when it's all. Word's already broken out. Sadly, the way of things here is that intership business stays intership business for the most part. Other ships don't get involved, so could take this to the high court, though.
So there's been an open siege on Ship Boone for 4 days, and the other ships are just kind of walking around, like, avoiding us.
Welcome to politics.
Lovely.
What happens within your compound walls, if it's intership business, the ledger says that it's intership business. If you involve another ship, 2 ships go to war, well, that's something for everybody else to get involved in. But
And I'm sure none of them are taking advantage of this at all.
Yeah, I know what I would be doing.
officially, no. But we all know how things work.
Mm-hmm.
Vargas stays clear of everything, though.
So just clear one thing up for me, Connor, Captain Connor.
Hey,
Between you and the brother, whose name escapes me right now, who's got the better claim on the high chair there?
Havla.
Havla might. I don't think he tried to claim it. He was always in Khuna's shadow. I'm not sure what he's going to do.
He might be propped up by someone else as the rightful heir, though. So we got to keep our eyes open, right?
Well, I would certainly assume that anyone in the ship who still has been swayed by them and owes allegiance to the Felhammer side of things and to that unfortunate dark part of history would definitely want to back him. But I think for now, we've got other things we need to sort out and a lot of training to do. So to the undership.
Aye.
Sounds great.
And then we'll get a hold of Jordan and see where we can go from there. One more thing, lads. I guess if I'm in charge, as it were, then I could freely say we ought to loot the treasure room. We're going to need some funds and finances and resources.
I am amenable to that.
Yeah. All right.
It's not really looting if he owns it.
he points to 2 doors that are just off to the side, kind of beyond where the big cannon is. And he just kind of walks over. And from underneath the desk where Aldus is sitting, you hear him kind of like tap a couple times, and there's like a twisting of knobs, and like who knows what's going on there, and then something pops out, and he twists it again, and then you see the doors go and open up. Inside,
Treasure.
there is. I'm going to go back to this map so that we can see. Treasure. There are chests of gold.
Yay.
Bags full of gems. A significant amount of wealth. And Connor points to it all and says, well, we're going to need a ship. We're going to need resources. We're going to need allies. And that all costs money. Several 100,000 gold worth here should get us started.
Flick's hand is immediately into a bag of gems. I'm rooting around. I'll pull out a pearl and I'll flick it over to Dinar.
I see Ship Boone's been doing well for itself in my centuries-long absence.
Hey, this is but, well, not even a quarter, but really, that's what's accessible at the moment. I'm afraid a lot of it might have been filtered for other means, given Khuna's activities, so we might not see all of it. But we have what's here.
What's the point of having gold if you don't spend it? Savvy?
Right you are, my friend.
Yeah, I think we might need those backup dwarves after all. This is a lot to carry.
Indeed. Got some carts outside that I think might still be in good enough condition that we can load them up. Make our way down to the docks, and from there head over to the other ship.
With these amounts of resources, might I suggest, if we are planning to escape away to some unknown location, that I may provide you an unknown location?
That's something we can talk about. Let's get to the undership. Then
I
talk to
first-
Torrens.
I look over at Flick. You have any idea what he's getting at?
Treasure. Little tears are starting to come down Talon's eyes.
What was that bit about
Words.
an unknown location?
Should have sent a poet.
I know, man. He's got a lot of
Unknown locations.
stories
in
and
the
ideas.
body. Come on, my honey. I'm making a gold angel. Look.
It's not quite Scrooge McDuck money pit levels, but it's looking pretty good.
It's just more money than Talon has seen in his entire life, okay?
Cap, before we go,
Yeah.
forgive me for seeming a little forward.
Okay.
Look at me, Flick. I'm a nobleman. Oh, look at all my money.
What's going to become of Aldus Boone?
A copper? What is this, food?
Bring him with us. And give him a proper send-off for a high captain. Not
Kneel
here.
down and kiss the royal jewels.
Taylor, would you shut up for a second?
I'm having fun.
We're working on him, Captain.
Hey,
Bernard's
let him have
asking-
this. We've all
Bernard's
been through a
asking
lot this
serious
day.
question here, right?
Now,
To answer your question, I think all this is going to get a proper send-off and burial at sea as befitting
okay.
a high captain of his stature.
Now, I have to ask about these. And Dinar's going to reach down and grab the golden tassels that were in Aldus's beard that he seemingly used to teleport.
Hey,
Are these a sentimental item to Ship Boone? Or are these something that was personal to Aldus?
Oh, you should show him the coins and necklace, too.
if you're asking
And this dagger.
whether you're going to be taking the gold from his beard for you're keeping or are keeping the answers, by the hell's no, you ain't.
That's fair.
I think Onfell and I might have a conversation about what to do with them properly as befitting our captain, but
Well, the night that Aldus Boone died is a night I'll never forget.
I apologize, Connor. They are very seemingly
It's
powerful
all right.
magical items. I thought they could perhaps be of
All
use
right.
to us, but I understand.
we can possibly do some investigating, but we'll talk about that once we get out of here.
All of us boys got loaded, drunk, and we ain't got sober yet.
Hey, Onfell, Torque,
Hey,
do me a favor,
aye.
if you don't mind. Can you hit that one over the head for me?
As long as a bottle was passed around, every man was feeling.
I'm not sure if I know my own strength at this point. I'm afraid I might kill him by mistake.
You won't. He's got a hard head.
Oh,
All right.
Silent came with a squeeze box of music for the play.
I like this one, but he tends to press his luck a bit.
All right. We will wrap it there as we make preparations to exit the compound of Ship Boone, head to the undership with Aldus Boone and Treasure in tow.
Treasure.
Oh,
And
much treasure.
plan from there. Thank you to everyone who has joined us to watch. Thanks for hanging out with us. And if you're not following us yet, please do. Please click the follow. Don't kick the follow. Click the follow. And tell other people.
Smash it.
And
I mean, yeah, kick it too. Whatever gets you subscribed.
yeah, and then hit this link tree above me here /elderbrain.
You want to say
and,
something cutesy like crit that like button, or is that too?
Yeah, yeah.
Is
Crit that like button, yo.
it- that's a bit kitsch, don't you think?
It hits different. No cap. So yeah, thanks for hanging out with us, and make sure you follow us on all the things. And we will see you not next week because it is Canadian Thanksgiving, so we'll all be recovering from turkey comas.
Yep.
And but we will catch you in 2 weeks' time, and then not long after that, it's going to be Halloween, and we have something perhaps a little bit special cooking up for Halloween, so you will not want to miss that. Have a good night. Happy gaming. I'll see y'all later.